Sunday. For those of you who are in the middle of the day, my dears, I'm so glad to be here. And I'm so glad to see you. Just a minor inconvenience, my internet is lagging, but I hope this won't interrupt us. I just killed, some illegal stuff that I was downloading. Here you go, now it's even better. Okay, let me kill even more illegal stuff. Yay! Now, NDA protocols loaded, Matt 16 has. Yes, my friend, absolutely, I cannot go to take out the trash without having NDA protocols loaded. My dears, I'm glad to see you in this wonderful Sunday. So, it's right now, let me look at the Twitter in our countdown, because I actually forgot how long it is till the release of Phantom Liberty. Let me actually check it really fast. How long it is till the release? 93 days. 93 days, my dears. 93 days. Here it is, our faithful countdown is on it, That's it's 2 days till 91. I saw it here. 2 days until day 91. Yeah, big Sag. Anyway, my dears, I hope that you're going well, all of you. Korkova Broken Road, Ima, rip my clothes off. Right. That is, I'm pretty hyped to hear about it, Korkova Broken. My dears, there's been actually plenty of stuff that happened, but before we get to that stuff, of course, I wanted to welcome all of you here. I'm really glad that, you're coming here, to meet our Church of Skeptics, to talk about Cyberpunk 2077 without hype. To talk about it without hype. To talk about it being calm, collected, concise, precise, analytic. No hype allowed in this house. Okay. I'm glad that you are all here, as we know. So, that being said, my dears, I wanted to welcome our dear Reds and moderators, and I see already Bartek Pirko, our level designer. Bartek, wonderful to have you here, my friend. We saw already Bartek speak on the chat. He has diamond icon, as all the Reds. And yes, Camille, this is, of course, something for you, isn't it? Oh no, that is not, actually. I skipped one song. God damn it. I spoiled it, Camille. Well, we will see. We will see what I meant, right? Because probably nobody knows. Yes, Camille, I didn't mean anything. Anyway, so, that being said, I wanted also to welcome our dear friend Cogito. Hello. Cogito, awesome that you're with us. I hope that your trip went well last week, because Cogito last week was with us for the first hour and then had to run. This time around, my dear girlfriend Sapphire is not with us because her plane just landed. She was on a trip. So maybe she will join us in the second part of the stream. We'll see. She is like straight from her plane. So that is how the situation looks like. I see Shraft wrote 06B5 on a chat. No idea what you're talking about, my friend. Never heard of it. KP1 asks, Paweł, can I get Phantom Liberty early access by 93 days? I don't think you can, unfortunately, my friend. What can I do? I don't think you can. Yes. Uranium Bullet, I see your question. We can actually jump to this before we will move on to some of the other news and stuff. Let me actually take a look at it. Uranium Bullet writes, I remember. God damn it, chat is scrolling. I remember you said in your recent GDC talk to not overdesign the game, because the game isn't a simulation. We all know perfect life simulators in-game are always impossible, but with the more simulation aspects of game design, for example, survival modes, more dynamic in-game events, increase immersion by adding extra layers of gameplay loop, and increase believability on the world. We want not just visit Night City, we want to live another life there for a while. Uranium Bullet, I completely agree with you. Like, when I was talking about a game not being a life simulation, I was talking about it in the context of over-design, you know, specifically. I didn't mean by that not to have an element of simulation, because I think those elements are great, actually, like, you know, day and night cycle, for instance, you know, things that you guys know that we're working on for Phantom Liberty. All of those things are actually, you know, introducing more life to the world. So I didn't mean it in that context, Uranium Bullet. I was specifically talking about over-design, you know, about situation when you, as a designer, you're putting yourself into so much of over-designing of your content that, you know, at some point there's no, it's so difficult and so complex what you have already created for yourself that you cannot really make it work. You know, and this is what I meant, Uranium Bullet. Like, sometimes it's just not worth it, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it is like this, that as a designer, you need to be very conscious about your choices and just pick your battles, you know? And, yeah, you know, that's true for any design work or even things in life that you're doing, because, like, you have, you know, 24 hours in a day, and that's it, right? So it's up to you as a designer how you're going to spend that time when you're working on something, and dividing your attention and just, you know, picking a correct things to work on is really important. Sometimes you can just go into and design something incredibly complex that players won't appreciate at all, and sometimes something just much simpler can be really a game changer for them, for the players. So yeah, that is it, my friend. That's what I meant. Yes. It's Pay wrote, oh hey Paweł, oh hey It's Pay, nice to have you with us on the chat. Nocturne0555 and one says, so glad I finally catch this live after forever. The new Phantom Liberty trailer was incredible. Hello Nocturne, nice to have you with us. Well, so last stream I actually tried to play the game, but I didn't manage to. For like 3.5 hours we were just watching videos about Phantom Liberty and talking about that stuff. So that last stream was a bit long. I didn't manage to play the game. So last stream was titled, if I remember correctly, Quest Director tries not to talk about Phantom Liberty. So this time we have a different title of the stream, the one that is much more accurate, I hope. So that is the goal for today. Yes. Surprised you didn't lost your voice. I talk for an hour and I'm getting raspy. The Babsonovska said, I'm used to it, you know, Babsonovska, I'm used to talk for hours and hours and hours. So it takes me much more to actually lose my voice, to be honest. The Incarnate One said, Paweł, can you tell us something about the main principles of repeatable missions in Phantom Liberty? I mean, what I can tell you so that I won't spoil it for you. We try to make it in a way that makes sense, the repeatable factor, because, like, I'm not really a huge fan of making stuff infinite and repeatable, so we were searching for an ideas of how to make it cool and rewarding and interesting, and I think we found it. I think it works the way we have done it, and I'm curious what you guys will say. I'm not gonna go more into that because of you know, it will turn into news, and you know, I have enough of news with my name on it, so that's fine. That's fine. The goal is to make it fun. I know that sounds incredibly interesting, but that's it. You know, the goal is to make it fun, even though it's repeatable in a way, and really varied and different. And I don't know. Yeah, as I said, you guys are a judge and executioner. You know, we talked about it last time. So at the moment when we will, my dears, ship it and you guys play it, you guys will tell me what you think. You know, what you think about that, and then we will talk. You know, I think that's the best deal. That's the best deal. I think so. My dears, that is my answer to this question. I hope it is useful in any way, my friend. Lucky said you have Cyberpunk headphones and a chair. I guess you're a huge fan, Paweł. Yes, I also have a Militech shirt, my friend. I have also like shit ton of like Cyberpunk gear in my home. You know, all kinds of figurines that have been released and so on. I'm also a Witcher fan, you know, but that is probably an obvious thing. But yes, that is my Militech shirt. You know, I quite like it. So, wearing it today, my dears, with you. Ufes wrote, this will be news already. Thanks, my friend. That's exactly what I wanted. Jesus Christ. Indigo Child, thank you so much for the sub, my chum. Extradical asks, I doubt you'll read this, but will DLC have any new romances? My chum, first of all, it's an expansion of the DLC. By the way, talking about being a fan of The Witcher, here you go. This is Yutus Roach. And answering your question, my friend, in regards of romances, I mean, Marcin Momot recently tweeted about us, you know, guys, to clarify it all for you. So I don't have anything more to add, you know. Like, our focus of this expansion is spy thriller, my friends. And you're gonna meet new characters there. And new interesting things gonna happen. I hope. I hope new interesting things for you. And my chums, that is it. As much as I can say, you know, in regards of that. You know, I don't want to delve more into that topic. Yes. Yes. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. There is someone commented just a moment ago, but chat scrolled, god damn it, regarding more Panam. I am not commenting on any of that. You know, Camille is gonna get a heart attack if I even mention this. So no, not saying anything. Can you add FSR 2.2 with the 1.7 big update? Also, FSR 2.1 has so much shimmering, sadly. In the mix 37. Yeah, we know about the issues about with the FSR, my friend, but I cannot say anything more. That being said, what I can tell you about is like we are very much aware about the issue. Yes. Yes, my friend. That's as much as I can tell you. God damn it. Syntax. No, that's Skate Lax. Skate Lax, thank you so much, my friend, for the sub. Skate Lax wrote, not hyped, not hyped, not hyped. 3 times. Just waiting for the release. Pozdrowienia z rejonu Opola. Always happy to watch the stream. Thank you, my friend. Pozdrowienia z rejonu Warszawy. Thank you so much for being here with us, my friend. Paweł451 as well, my friend. Thank you so much for the sub. You guys are the best. Can you comment on RPG mechanics? Absil asks. But my friend, what is your question specifically? You're asking what is RPG mechanics, or you're asking what I think about RPG mechanics in general? Can you like specify your question slightly more so that I will know what angle is most interesting for you? That would be great. G Apollo said we are looking forward to the Crystal Palace, 4 question marks. I don't know, are you, G Apollo? I never heard about that place, by the way. Extradical asks, if the expansion gets well enough, would there be a second one on the table? Oh, I mean, we talked about it, my friend, in a previous stream. You know, we are doing one expansion, my chum. I don't think, you know, it's possible to, you know, things will change in that regard, you know. I don't think so. I don't think so, my friend. Ezio says Crystal Palace Football Club. Maybe this is what Giapolo meant. Who knows? Are there Caro outfit color palette changes? Dried Moss asked. My chums, I am not going to be speaking about anything that hasn't been officially commented on. My chums, so no, please. I am not going to, because like, I can talk about stuff that is not under NDA, you know that, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna be streaming as a former Quest director. Plays Cyberpunk, for real. Right? Right? Yes. Science fiction person asks, has CDPR ever thought about reviving some of the past IPs from Metropolis Software? I don't know. Did we? Have no idea, to be honest. Science fiction person. No idea, to be honest. Like, you guys know what we are working on, right? We are working on Witcher IP, Cyberpunk IP, and Hadar. So those are 3 IPs we have in works. We have publicly stated that, my dears. So you know, all of you know it. Upsy asked, I just meant you looked at some more options for roleplay, like sitting in a bar or other activities. Upsy, to be honest with you, my friend, I love those things. But I can't speak about like what's gonna be in the expansion in that regard, because like we didn't talk about that stuff. We didn't comment on this in any way, my friend. So, what can I say? In the mix, ask the new car you're getting for pre-ordering the game, it's exclusive or pre-order only, or you can find the game later or on also. Oh Jesus Christ! I don't know. Did we officially say anything regarding of that? I am not sure in the mix if I can say anything in the topic. I'm sorry. I honestly have a brain lag in this specific topic in the mix. I don't know if we talked about that topic. I don't know, my friend. What I can tell you is that this Quadra Vigilante is fucking cool. That I can say for sure. Big Toe Little Toe said, new dildo weapon class, Sir John is getting friends. Right. A whole like build path for dildos. That would be something. 5S wrote, first time catching a stream, whoa. Hello, my friend. Nice to have you with us. I appreciate you're here. Cabarechas Reformed said, hello, Paweł Sasko. Hello. Hello, Cabarechas Reformed. Nice to have you with us, my friend. Are there any new info you can spill? AS patch before or with Phantom Liberty? Giapollo, I cannot talk about shit like this. No. I don't think like... I can go more into detail sometimes about the topic, but everything that we didn't talk about, my friend, is under NDA. So yes, it is what it is. But, my chums, I think, what we should do is look at some other cool stuff that happened this week, shouldn't we? I think that would be great, before we move on to, an avalanche of questions that you guys always have. Mama Wells giving you gigs should be canon. Brightness Bureau said, yeah, well, sadly it's not canon. It's Mama Reyes, as I said before. It's not Mama Reyes. It's Pay said this week, ? I don't know what you mean. Oh, the news from this week. Yes, I wanted to jump to that. Exactly. At least I believe this is from this week, but I think so. Vita Muse said, as we get closer to Phantom Liberty, will CDPR go in depth on the core game changes? I'm personally excited for both Phantom Liberty and the changes. My friend, if we will, or if we want, that will be officially communicated for sure, my friend. I can't review the plans, or lack of plans, so plans as well, because lack of plans are plans too, I guess, of the studio, because this is under NDA, my chum. I'm sorry. I would love to answer all of your questions, my friends, but fucking hell, I want to have a job tomorrow. You know what I mean? It would be nice, actually. That would be very, I would be very welcomed, you know? Paweł, why did you decide to name the next patch 2.0 and not 1.7? Pablo, I have no idea what you're talking about. I never heard of that. I suspect that this is a under NDA question, isn't it, Pablo? B. Preda, question about the vehicle system. You guys confirmed that we're gonna get an online car shops and courier missions. Online, you mean like in-game shop, yes. And courier missions to obtain new cars. Why did you decide to go this route after that introducing actual garages to customize the cars we already have? B.A. Preda, I think B.A. Preda, you need to see the way how it looks like, and then I hope it will answer your question. Just thinking, will it? Yeah, I think it will. I think it will be Preda. So like, I think like when you will play it and when you will see how we have actually have done it, I think it will answer your question, my friend. Because like to answer it right now, I would have to break the NDA. Unfortunately, my friend. So not much more. Like I think like what I can say is like that we have analyzed what's best for the game, you know, in the current shape, and considering all of the changes that we are doing and stuff, and all the updates, we have analyzed what's best for the game in a given shape, looked at it, and done, I think, the best possible thing we could in the time and resources we had, my friend. So, I think you're gonna see, and then we can talk. What do you think? I like this song. My friends, I think would be great to probably look at some news. So maybe let's do it. What do you guys think? Let's do it, because I like talking to you guys about this stuff. So a lot of you have been asking about it. A lot of you have been asking me about this for a long time. Who is our voice actress for Somi? And that's been revealed a few days ago, I think. I also tweeted about it, my friends. And I don't know if you recognize this actress. Really experienced actress right now. Who's she? Well, I mean Minji Chang. Minji, sorry. That's always that's the way you properly, I think, say her name. It's Minji. She is a actress, storyteller, voice actress. She's done a lot of different things in the movies. I don't think she's been in games before. I actually don't remember. But I remember like listening to her audition tape. I really loved her rendition of Songbird. So because of that, we have decided to go with her. Yes. How long is the expansion? Paul Maud asks. My chum, no comment regarding that. We will see, I guess. I guess we will see. Yes. So my dears, this is Songbird. I actually wanted to read you the what Minji wrote. 1 year almost to the day later, I can finally tell you all that I'm the newest addition to the incredible Cyberpunk 2077 universe as Songbird. This is the freaking honor of a lifetime. This is my first major role voice acting a character after years and years of working in a commercial world, and all I can say is how did I land such an incredible cool part alongside my actual heroes Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba. The story of me landing and accepting this role is mind-boggling and kinda hilarious, but I'll share it another day. I'm curious actually, because like I just listened to her audition like tape, and that was it. I think she was just chosen, you know, based on that, based on the fact that I think all of our directors liked her the most, including me. So I think that was it. That was it on our side. I'm curious actually how part of her story looks like, because I don't know that part. For now, I'm gonna watch the trailer for the 1000th time, and I'll wait for September 26th when I experience Phantom Liberty with the rest of the world. And then she mentions like bajillion people that she's thankful to, including CD Projekt Red. We started with quiet empty rooms, masks and mic and Zoom, and now we are finally here. For instance, to all diehard Cyberpunk fans, I'm not a gamer, but this might be the beginning of a very fun new chapter for me. I love you, chums. XOXO, Songbird. That's it. You know, that's our me. That's our Songbird. I'm glad that we were able to actually show you that. My dears, I think that in the future we're gonna reveal more. But yes. That would be I hope that you're going to enjoy her performance. You could I was just for a second thinking, could you hear her in the trailer? No, I don't think you could. Mr. Paweł, just read it in her voice. I don't think I can. That's not my skill set. What's your favorite Polish game aside from CDPR games? My favorite Polish game? Aside of CDPR? Oh shit. That's a difficult question. Jesus, that's a difficult question. I would probably go into things from 11-bit studios. So like, I'm hesitant between like, I would go with This War of Mine. Probably. Huh. Aside of the games from CDPR, damn, I actually don't know what I would pick. I think This War of Mine would be probably the one that I would pick. I think so, actually. I think Children of Morta, but Children of Morta are not 100% Polish, right? Because like I know that 11-bit studios collaborated on Children of Morta. That's true, but I don't think they made the game, right? Dying Light 1 was really cool. I didn't play Dying Light 1, right? So I cannot really comment on it. Ezio says Two Worlds 2. I mean, well, I have a soft spot for Two Worlds, I have to say. You know, it was like my first big game that I made that was actually shipped, you know, not cancelled, not made, simply. Yes, exactly. Jimir Daslut says, aren't Children of Morta devs Iranian? I don't know exactly if they're Iranian, but they are definitely not Polish. However, 11-bit Studios has been cooperating on the game, and I think they're a publisher, officially. So I think that's why they were mentioned when I mentioned 11-bit Studios. Yeah, but outside of, I would say I would probably go This War of Mine then. If I cannot pick any of the games from CD Projekt, then I would say I would have to pick this. Like, I mean, I have to say I loved Ruiner as well. But, I mean, because I play a lot of Polish games. But I didn't play, the Dying Light. It's completely not my cup of tea. Layers of Fear, yeah, I mean, I saw Layers of Fear, totally not my cup of tea, my friend, Michaelovsky. Bartek wrote, by the way, Somi's voice was in our trailer. Bartek says, I don't remember, Bartek, which lines exactly, but yeah, you're probably right, my friend. It's just like when I think about it now. Ahmad asks Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I think like Baldur's Gate 3, for Baldur's Gate 3, we only had full story cooperating with the Larian, so I don't think I can count it. Ghost Runner, I mean, no, not really. Game Deck I didn't really play yet, so I don't know, actually. Yeah, Ruiner is a Polish game, exactly. So that's why... Yeah, well, exactly. Revolver says, my name is Songbird. Yes, when she says, my name is Songbird, and I'm a New USA data analyst. Of course, you're right, Revolver. That's her name. Yeah, I don't know what else. Like, I mean, I loved Earth series by of course, you know, old Reality Pump. That was really amazing, to be honest. So, Gunslinger's amazing. Yes, I had fun with Gunslinger, I have to say, by Techland. But I would say that still, like, this War of Mine would probably be higher for me on the list if I cannot pick any game from CDPR. You know, that's really, like, the way I think about it. You guys say Medium. Well, I didn't play Medium, so Medium. So I don't know, actually. Yeah. Uranium Bullet said, is it true that there is a cooldown and rebalance for using medical items in game? Yes, these items have been completely rebalanced and redone for the game. I heard a journalist who played Phantom Liberty mention something about it in a video. Yes, that was officially revealed by us, that we have completely, like, approached, like, the way you heal in the game, how many of the boosters you find, and actually how much they heal you, and how the, like, cooldown on actually using that is handled. And I don't want to go more into mechanics because, like, things are still being, you know, fine-tuned and balanced, and, like, there might be minor changes, and then you guys will say that I said something that is not true. So I won't comment on the mechanics itself, but definitely, like, that was one of the really big important things we wanted to change in regards of our combat. So yes, Shumis. Did you hear that someone made a mod for 2077 featuring Team Paweł jacket? Yes, I saw it. It was so awesome. I think it was Pinky Julian and Miss Silverhand and, like, few other people on Twitter posted their pictures in their jackets when I had my birthday. It was just so amazing. Honestly, you guys melt my heart, you know. When I see that, I'm just like, I don't know what I did to deserve it. So it was incredible to see. It was so fun, actually, and to see, like, my face on that jacket. It was really nice. Yeah, it was really cool. I have to say. I'll actually look for it. I'll actually look for it on Twitter. Just really fast. Oh, God. Okay. I'm trying to find it really fast, and it takes ages, of course, to find. Wow, some of you guys really tweet a lot. Holy shit. Damn. I'm just, like, scrolling forever. Okay. I keep scrolling and looking for it. I'm not scrolling my own Twitter. I'm trying to find that. Where is it? Jesus Christ. Wow, that is so much stuff. Cyberpunk community is like really really like to tweet a lot, don't they? Yeah, I think so. Cyberpunk community really likes to tweet a lot. Oh God, Jesus, where is that? I am fucking trying to find it. Where is it? Okay, I mean, I give up, I think. I don't think... No, I couldn't find it. Okay, I couldn't find it. I don't know. It's, yeah, it's insane. By the way, I'm just trying still to scroll, but I think I'm gonna give up, to being honest, because it's like... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just leave this, my dears. Oh, by the way, I found this post by accident, so I will show you guys this. By the way, I fucking love this, that you guys were doing this. You know, posting your own V with the picture of Phantom Liberty pose. Oh, that is actually so good. I love this, to be honest. It looks so amazing, you know. Yeah, that is so awesome. I agree, Bartek. Like, look at this shit. Like, people are so fucking creative. But anyway, I wanted to I think I went to the game instead of actually back to myself. I wanted to, let me actually really fast, because I wanted to show you something as well in regards of that. Jesus, where is it? Okay. I like too many things. Now when I try to find stuff that I liked, I'm like, that is, yes, this one. I mean, seriously. Okay, I know that, you know, Valerie Silverhand is our star, but holy fuck, this one is probably the best one I found from that whole trend. Holy shit, this is so good. Like, this is so good. I love this. You know, it looks so good, actually. Is it her in the real life? Yes, I think it's basically Valerie's cosplay picture with Photoshop with the Phantom Liberty background and so on. I think so, because like, I mean, but yeah, but there is a lot of like, because it's cosplay and on top of that is Photoshop. I believe so. So yeah, it's cosplay and Photoshop on top. But still, she's a very skilled cosplayer. Glassolalia said, yeah, I mean, seriously. I love this. I love this. I love the fact that you guys are doing this. This is so awesome. This is so awesome. I just wanted to mention this. Like, oof. It really makes me so hyped when I see you guys just liking stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to show you some other thing, you know, when we are on it. This time I'm gonna switch the topic for The Witcher for just very short moment. Is that an afro? I don't think it's an afro. It's just like Valerie has this like really curly hair, you know? So, I wanted to switch to some Witcher news, my chums, just for a bit, because you probably know that in Łódź, there was a fan fest, or Witcher fan fest, going on, and I want to show you this. So you probably recognize those guys, and if you don't, this is Maul cosplay, of course. You know, Maul is our friend. He's cosplaying Geralt very often. So he's cosplaying Geralt very often, and he's of course, you know, on the Witcher Fest, and guy next to him is a fan that he made a picture with. So who's the real Geralt? Yeah, exactly. I think real Geralt is here at the back, you know, here at the background, is the real, you know, is the real Geralt, you know. So yes. So exactly, the security guy, I don't know if he's security, but he definitely looks like security. That's Bold Vesemir. It could be that it's actually Vesemir. Yes. So, but anyway, I just wanted to mention this. I'm glad, you know, because like I saw that the season 3 Witcher promotion sort of has started, and I'm really Witcher season 3, Netflix Witcher season 3 promotion has started, and I'm actually curious about this season 3, and I'm gonna watch it. I didn't watch Blood Origins because, like, to be honest, it didn't really make me too hype when I heard comments and I saw the reviews of that. So I was like, okay, I mean, maybe I just, you know, I'm not that interested in Blood Origins. But then, you know, I really, you know, because I'm also a Witcher fan, you know, I'm also a Witcher fan, so I want to see what will happen. So that being said, I'm gonna watch for sure season 3. Hopefully with my girlfriend Sapphire, we'll have time to do that, and we're going to see, you know, how the season 3 went through. Yeah, I know that not that many of you is fans of The Witcher Netflix. I mean, you know, when it comes to me, I mean, there are some elements that I enjoyed and there are some that I definitely didn't. So, you know, for me, it's a much more of a mixed bag. I would say I don't think I'm like so completely negative towards it, like as a lot of Witcher fan base is. But I would say that, you know, there are things that I really, you know, didn't really enjoy that much. Wait a moment. Is that our Chum Tyler coming? Is that our Chum Tyler coming? What? Let me actually... Is that the passionate gamer? Is that a passionate gamer himself? Is that a passionate gamer himself? Yes, that is him. Let me actually, guys, show you something. So Tyler actually recently has posted a video, interesting video, by the way. Tyler, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I think we need to look at something. So, my chums, let's do it. I've never done it before, so let's do it. I don't know, Tyler, if I'm gonna embarrass you with this. Hopefully not. Hopefully I won't. But let's do this. So, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, what they didn't tell you. Tyler, you ready to watch? You know, something about to happen. Yes, definitely something's about to happen. I like this that you put this here as a speculation. There's this huge stab. Speculation.
I'm so deeply interconnected with the community of this game to the point where I've become good friends with some of the developers of the game. I have heard firsthand the struggles.
I watched this video 3 times, I think,
the development cycle, the brick wall that they were up against while trying to get this game out the door. Keeping information away from teams. Teams were working on completely separate things, and the systems
Sasuke Gold react
in the way that they wanted them to. The beta testers lied. The executives pulled some weird strings to meet cert, even though they didn't meet cert. The executives forced it out at a certain time when they were.
Can we have a link? Of course, I will post the link in a second after we watch it.
I think if we target 2021, 2022, we'll be fine. The executives totally thought that even if it was buggy, they'd be fine. Witcher was buggy, but Witcher did not have this kind of hype surrounding it. Cyberpunk on launch.
Can you put up the volume a bit? Of course.
Imagine being a person who was crunched to the bone on a project that you believed in more than anything. You put your everything into it, and then it was like berated in the way that it was for reasons that are not your fault, but because you're connected to the project, you are part of the problem and you're harassed. They have been working their asses off. It was bad. Because of everything that went down, the developers that went through all of this stuff were actually listened to. They got a new director in, the same director of Dragon Age Inquisition, and they have been working their asses off. Their updates have been great. Phantom Liberty, their original timeline was like 8 months after release or something, and they had planned, there were plans before the shit hit the fan, or at least the executives had plans.
So, of course, you know, naturally, my dears, I won't be, you know, commenting on any of the speculation part, you know, on the Tyler's side, you know. I'm sure he has a base for those speculation. I don't want to comment on that, you know, because, like, I don't want to confirm anything, you know, that was said in the video, so I will just restrain from that, you know. There's some things, you know, that, of course, you know, Tyler knows very well, and you guys too. I'm talking about specifically about the struggles, right? Like, we went through as a team, you know, after the release. Like, I think, you know, Tyler's really on point, like saying, you know, when he talks about the situation of, like, you know, even though you might have not been a part of the problem as a dev because of the fact, you know, how the release went, then, you know, you are the one who's harassed, you know, especially those of us who have been a bit more in the eye of social media. And I don't have anyone specific here in mind. It was pretty fucking hardcore after the release, you know. It was pretty fucking hardcore. I don't want to get you in trouble. Tyler said, hey, no worries, Tyler. I mean, you're not getting me in trouble by me watching your video. Don't worry, my friend.
For like 4 expansions. Just pump that shit. Just let's keep the wheels turning. Because of everything that went down, they had to restructure everything. They had to listen to their developers. They had to stop crunching. They're not crunching. So Phantom Liberty is the only expansion that you're getting for Cyberpunk. Yes, there were a bunch of stuff planned. Okay, fine. That's impossible. And now we're getting Orion, which I'm sure is incorporating some of the original idea. And Phantom Liberty looks so good because
I'm glad, Tyler, you're like Phantom Liberty. Sorry, I just wanted to really quickly to answer some of the questions in the chat because I think it's important. Loud noises. I don't know what Bobo Sel Melfic you mean by loud noises, my friend, but I'm glad you're with us. And that's important. Cogito wrote CDPR Quest director in trouble after showing Twitch influencer video. That is very probable. CC James said, I hope Angry Joe will come around Cyberpunk as well. He was so sad with the state at launch. Yeah, I think I watched Joe's video. I'm quite sure I did because like I, self-flagellate myself with those things regularly. So I cannot imagine me skipping that. I watched all of the videos, including all the worst ones, and you guys probably know what I mean. There were like some that were like really rough, really rough. So yeah, I watched all of them, actually, just to know what's going on. But it was, I mean, it's hard even to compare, I know how it felt. It's like someone is pulling off your nails, that's how it felt watching those videos. But I did watch all of them. Angry Joe is still a fan, but other people on his team aren't. Interesting. Thank you for your comment, Enola. Shedmu said, hey Paweł. Hey Shedmu, nice to have you with us. Tyler Wood, CDPR has issues, but compared to others in the industry, they're so much better in many good ways. Thank you, Tyler, for your nice comment. I mean, it's like we'll fucking try, my friend. Believe me, like if there are issues, they're not because of lack of trying, or because of lack of effort, I would say. Yeah. Let's go.
Not only is it this insane news story that's like built on top of this cut entire chunk of the main story from the original game, but has been rewritten and reworked to such an extent that not only is it significantly larger and more impactful, but it's way better. So watching that trailer made me very emotional because it's like the same friends that I had conversations with where certain people were actually in tears recounting stories of development. Seeing such an insane 180 turnaround victory from the people that put their heart and soul into what became the laughingstock of the industry. They don't need my approval. I'm some fat dumbass from Ohio, but I am so goddamn proud of the actual trenches developers, the people doing the heavy lifting work. Not
just to be sure, just to be clear, Tyler. I mean, maybe we don't need your approval, as you said, but your approval is worth a lot.
The executives, not the investors. Fuck them. I do not care. I went on public record during letting off steam that they were releasing in August because Starfield was rumored to be released either September or October. And I personally thought, as well as a couple of people that I've been talking to on the inside, releasing after Starfield would be a mistake. They are releasing after Starfield. Yeah, Starfield comes out on the 6th of September. Phantom Liberty comes out on the 25th of September. They should release it later or just push it forward 2 weeks. Just push it forward 2 weeks. And so being able to see them have such a crazy 180 turnaround while...
I mean, it's an interesting topic. Like, Tyler, I don't want to comment on that because, like, this will turn into fucking YouTube videos and who knows whatever I say here. So probably I shouldn't comment at all. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fine. That's as much as I want to say. And in the same time, by the way, just to be sure, because like we talked here on the stream a few times, I'm actually looking forward to Starfield. And my friends, actually, after the last, showing of Starfield, I am much more interested in the game than I have been before. Because like you guys asked me, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, when we've been talking, if I have actually watched the Starfield Direct. And at that time I didn't. And then I took a bit of time and I actually sat down and watched it. And some parts I actually watched a few times just to make sure that I understood everything properly. And the thing is, it does look really nice, there are some elements that I'm completely not convinced, and probably nothing will convince me. But like for instance, the story stuff and everything related to characters and animations and stuff, I can definitely see, because like they barely spoke about it in the video. I don't think it's a focus of the game at all. And I think they're very much aware of it. I'm talking about the dev team. They know. They just know that there's just no way they can, with the tools, with the team, with the time they have, they can do, they can beat like the studios that are doing the best stories in the industry. So they went different direction. They went their own way. And it's actually pretty clever, I would say. Like clearly, they are aware of their strengths, and they went that direction. So I'm actually kind of curious, to be honest. Like before I was only interested because Sapphire was interested. Now I'm actually interested because I actually think it could be pretty nice, pretty good, Anyway, God damn it! There's so many comments in on the chat. Tyler says the direct was insane. Yeah, I don't think I would call it insane, but definitely it was well done, well communicated. I like the fact there was a lot of people from the team talking. There were like all the key points were hit. I think like if someone was hesitant to get the game, I think those people were convinced. I think like if people didn't want to buy the game, I don't think they were convinced. But I think the gray area, I would say, so people that were not completely sold on but were interested were convinced. So on that front, I would call it a win. I think they did well. Cypher366 said Cyberpunk Redemption arc was amazing. I'm glad my chum. Well, we will see. What you think about the Redemption arc when we say the last word, my friend. Yes. My chums, because I'm just looking if there's anything really striking that we should address in the chat, or can I move on with the video from Tyler? Because I wanted to finish watching it here. We are like in the middle, and I wanted to, post a link on the chat so that you can, bookmark it and watch it on your own as well. What can I actually... I'm just checking what else is there. George 173 says, hello, Paweł, my friend. Some time ago, I saw a video on YouTube with the appearance of Songbird, which was allegedly in the game files before. There are some similarities in the current look, we know. I wanted to say that Songbird's new look is definitely better. Of course, because it's just polished up and done properly now, not a placeholder. I wanted to say that Songbird's new look is definitely better. I see what you keep talking about, iterations on the way to perfection. I know you won't say anything because NDA, but I'm waiting for Phantom Liberty, and thanks for not giving up. My friend, I am the guy that fucking never gives up, even probably when I should already have to. I should have already given up on certain things, maybe. I never give up, and I do not give up on, years of work that we have put into as a company and building all this IP. My friend, that's not I will be last person. I will be last person in the fucking world that gives up. You know what I mean? Last person. I think that the modders are gonna give up before me, and community and the players and people are gonna forget, and I will be the last fucking person who gives up on it. That's it. Keepay in 89 says hi. I've seen the GameSpot hands-on video about Phantom Liberty a few hours ago. I like how XKeepay you have made this Phantom Liberty out of icons. They mentioned that we'll see some animations when a new cyberware are added. Could you confirm that? Thank you. I mean, that was already mentioned, so I don't want to go more into detail, but basically it's like after it's added, you have like some animations on V as a reaction to that procedure, I would say. That is basically what they meant. And I don't think anywhere else anyone said anything else, because that wouldn't be true. So yes. My chums, let us watch the video further.
Also knowing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff of like change in direction, change in director, change in the work-life balance and what is expected of the employee, and still turning out something like this, and also being able to deal with the leaks by effectively rewriting major chunks of the game and retaining the kind of surprises that you would expect. Idris Elba taking some of the stuff that Songbird originally had to do, for example. Not only did they deal with all of the harassment and crazy backlash for a game that we all know they had to crunch like hell and put their heart and soul into, and had a vision, because the vision, if you look deep enough, you can find. They stuck with it, they worked their asses off, they continue to work their asses off, but in a very healthy way. And now I'm excited for the future of the company, and this is a showcase when it releases of what CDPR stands for nowadays, what they're capable of nowadays, and what we can expect from them moving forward with things like Orion or Witcher 4. Being able...
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to, go into confirming or denying anything that, Tyler said just a moment ago, but I think like at least like last few sentences, that was very, very wise. I think that, like right now, when you guys will see Phantom Liberty, you will have a proof. Like if 1.5, 1.6 and all other patches, which we have done like fucking 17, I think right now, if any of them haven't been any proof of anything for you, I hope that this will be.
Able to go through what y'all went through and come out the other side more refined, more confident in one's own self, inspiring as hell. And yeah, it made me tear up during the trailer, because not only am I looking at the thing I am most anticipating right now, but I'm also thinking about the last 2+ years and all of the friendships that I've made, all of the connections that I've made, this community that exists, all of the trials and tribulations that I've been made aware of through many, late night conversations. Until I touch it, I don't believe. That's fine. That's a great thing to have. But I'm so like connected on the back end, talking to people all the time about things. I know more than I let on, obviously. I don't want to get people fired, very obviously. I'm allowed to have my own opinions and shit. I'm allowed to do my job the way I see fit. And as long as people continue to support me through means like these streams,
Dink on the chat
Patreon,
said, hey, it's me in the chat.
Subs, ads. And as long as I can continue to support myself and grow, this is what I do. And what I do is become very hyper fixated on things and learn as much as I possibly can. And CD Projekt Red has been a hyper fixation of mine since the summer of 2021. Knowing what I know about the development of not only Cyberpunk, but the expansion, and seeing what I just saw in this trailer means that not only is the development team stronger than they've ever been, but they're also significantly more capable of rolling with the punches than they used to be. I love this expression, by the way, by Tyler. They're significantly more capable of rolling with the punches than they were. I mean, I told you guys that, and when we were talking actually in the past about this, that, like you are seeing probably the game Phantom Liberty, but I think that's true. I don't think that's exaggeration. That is the strongest CD Projekt Red that there ever has been in any of its periods of existence. And I'm talking here about amount of people that we have that are really good, that were for a lifetime in the company, who have spent
a lot of time in the studio, learned, grown from very beginning, you know, because there were projects like Witcher 3 or Cyberpunk when people were joining, you know, they were growing and so on. And that's still the case, you know, that's still the case. But the thing is that right now you have a lot of like people that grown, you know. And again, I think, and I still stand by it, that Cyberpunk was delivered by significantly better and stronger team than Witcher 3 was. You know, the everything that happened, those were there was a lot of different circumstances that, you know, caused what it caused. But the team was really much stronger. Just the challenge was so much fucking bigger, you know, with Cyberpunk in comparison to Witcher 3. That's the reality. But anyway, and now moving forward to Phantom Liberty, you will see what I mean. You will see what I mean when you play the game. I think I'll just let the results, you know, speak for itself. Michaelovsky said, can you play the Phantom Liberty demo, which was in a summer game fest for people who couldn't be there? Sorry for spamming this question, but I can't wait 2 months. So, Michaelovsky, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, my chum. You know, besides, like, you know, you play demos are normally spoiling some bits of the game. Why would you like it to be spoiled? No, that's okay, you know. That's okay. You know, you will be good. You will be fine. You will be fine. Yes. That being said, Kirkov asks, should I buy some CDPR stock in advance for the launch? And then posted thinking emoji. My chum, I cannot give you any financial stock market advice, you know, because it's I would probably end up in jail faster than you know, even breaking NDA here on the stream. So, you know, speedrunning that jail stream, you know. Okay, Chumis, let's keep watching the video from Tyler because we have like a few more minutes, and then I will send the link to you.
Been hearing for a long time. In recent years, the teams are far more collaborative than they used to be. And the trailer that they showed, which people have been claiming was far more, it's like it's just as cinematic as all the other ones. There was a lot of gameplay in that with just the HUD turned off. In-engine cinematics, like with V sitting in the car.
By the way, I just wanted to say, and I said it officially already a few times, I said it already a few times, my dears, that the cinematic in everything that is in a trailer, everything is in the game. Everything is in the game. When you have the moments when you have like shots on like Dogtown or whatever, sure, if you just climb in the game and just stand there and look at it, that's exactly what you see. That's exactly what you see. Some camera movement, yes, the camera movement, of course, you know, we like precisely done it, you know, so that, you know, we can have it nice for the trailer, but it's all, like, as Tyler says, like, you can see that this is from gameplay, right? Because, like, there's no point that is, like, because I saw some people saying it's, like, CGI or something. I'm like, where is the CGI in this trailer? In what frame? What is exactly the frame? Gulhan asks, third person, question mark. I don't know what you mean, Gulhan. Gulech, could you please explain? Where is the third person there? I don't know what you mean, my friend. Everything is really, you know. Anyway, the trailer is, of course, you know, done in purpose to, like, present you guys the Phantom Liberty, the expansion, the best way it can. But it is made out of stuff from the game, you know. Yes.
With President Myers and the gun.
What about the first-person shot when Songbird is calling V? Grzeslavsky asks. That is, oh, my friend, I mean, that is a voiceover that is under the trailer. Like, if throughout the whole trailer, you have people speak that are not on the shot, right? Grzeslavsky, 13. Like, throughout the whole trailer, there is a narrator. And in this case, it's a shot, sure, it's a shot on Somi there, but it's a narrator under the trailer, as every single trailer in the history of games and movies, you know, have been done. It's a narration, right? It's not a third-person shot for a phone call, my friend.
Going into the elevator, and the elevator, That's all in engine. That's not a cinematic. That's not a pre-rendered. That's the game. That's not what they did for. Yeah, it's a long. Yeah, seeing a trailer with actual.
Melodic asked where Cyberpunk. I probably
camera controlled by a
probably nowhere, my friend. At least I hope so.
Track, I don't know. Coupled with all the stuff.
They use a free camera during some shots, but everything is in game, no CGI. Exactly as Pinky said. Like there are some cases, some shots that you're using the free camera to, for instance, show you more, right? So that you can see the the whole shot, whatever that is, because I don't have like an exact example right now. Like the shot where you're seeing Dogtown from the top, when you climb, you can see that stuff. So it's like I'm not really sure what would be the example, but maybe that camera is higher actually than it like normally where you can climb. But that is it. It's a free cam, to just shoot the game basically. But that's really it. Science fiction person said the art direction Phantom Liberty is so amazing. I'm glad, my friend, you like it. I mean, it's been a lot of work. You can imagine, we haven't been fucking fuffing around for 2.5 years. After you guys, after Cyberpunk, we've been working. They might want to play this tonight, today. Tyler said, oh, well, it's not that far away. It's not that far away, People call it CGI because of really high quality lighting or because of path tracing, Sunsquad said. Yeah, exactly, Sunquad. I mean, that's the thing, people, I think people just are out of the loop in the fact that you have like ray tracing and path tracing in Cyberpunk, and actually the game looks really fucking strong, That's it. That's the reality, 3Top Live said, yes, Cyberpunk was always a beautiful game. Thank you, 3Top Live, and nice to have you with us, my friend. Do you know the specs of the system the trailer was rendered on? Oh, I don't know, Tyler. It was a pretty strong PC, But no, I don't know the specs actually. No idea, to be honest. Probably we'll have to ask our video team, right? Because like they are the ones that are normally doing the recording the shots and everything. So I think only they would know. There is a comment that it is with a 4090. I am not so convinced. I would say I'm not saying it's not, but I'm not saying it also is. I'm not so convinced. My friend. So yeah. Besides like performance on 4080s, 4070s, I think even 30 series is decent, to be honest. I can play ultra path tracing on 3080 Ti. Yeah, I mean, easily. 3080 Ti is a very strong card, Tyler. It's a very strong card. Like, I'm playing on stream path tracing version that is like around 30 FPS and 2080 Ti, So it's like Freely Pro Paweł trailer was rendered on Paweł's 2080 Ti. Yeah. What about 4070 Ti? I mean, those are like 4070 Ti is insane. Like those are like really, really strong cards, And again, guys, like I am not a technical specialist, a customer, engineer or anything like this. So, take my words with a grain of salt. I can only tell you what I saw, and like Cyberpunk on path tracing runs on my 2080. That's the reality. We played it on stream, so you guys know that that's true. And it's like, I think in the worst that it got, it like dipped to like 24, 25, but in most cases stays around 30. So yeah. Pinky said, I can run the game not 100% smoothly with RTX path tracing and high graphics on 3070. It's great. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like you crank it up to insanity in 3070 is like already doing good on it. So, yeah. Yeah, and I see you guys say that 3070 Ti is on fire with path tracing. I mean, what on fire means, because like my 2080 Ti is not on fire. Even though we were joking that we are like smoking that shit, it wasn't on fire.
That the public already knows, with the next major update having stuff like vehicle combat, slight UI redesigned police, which isn't huge. It's not like an entirely new game, but it's pretty significant what they've done with the police. Like there was a leak where they actually have voice recordings of the street names and stuff. So after this, you're gonna have the simultaneous AAA development if they stick to that. I don't know if they'll stick to that of Orion and the next Witcher game. People have been asking me to go off and just like recap everything that I know about Phantom Liberty. That would suck. I've learned my lesson through how I handled Half-Life Alyx. There are things that are cool to discuss publicly because they could even add information to the developers themselves. So, for example, if, let's say, CDPR were to implement a change to the combat system or how level up takes place.
That's actually very responsible
and I were to find
approach.
that information and discuss that information, conversation then organically follows. And they can effectively gather slight bits of information and feedback on those mechanical changes, and they might be able to use that to fine-tune it. Valve does that all the time. I don't know if CDPR does that. That is a productive leak, let's call it. An unproductive leak is the February version of the script leaked. That is not productive. It spoils the ending. Now, thankfully, it seems as if a lot of that stuff has been rewritten since then, but there's no reason to have done that other than to just be like, look at me, look at what I found, look at me. That's not productive to the greater community, and that makes the developers' lives way more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, my dears, like, everyone just hates leaks, to be honest, because like the leaks are not developers, and I'm talking not about us even, but just in general about industry. Like, leaks are not about devs trying to withhold information from you and some secrets. The leaks are just destroying your enjoyment of the game and misinforming you, because like sometimes stuff that is leaked is like intended to be changed or is like intended to be iterated on, and sometimes that iteration is insane. Like, you guys were pointing out the differences between Somi's model right now versus the leaked version from like some time ago. And it's like, that's the thing, like the iteration is really bringing up some significant difference, that is sometimes maybe, like, it's hard to believe until you see it on your own eyes. And again, the Somi's example probably best. And like the only thing those leaks are doing, they're just decreasing your enjoyment of the game, I think. Like, there are cases, as Tyler said, when, it's like maybe a bit more productive, where you can like discuss stuff and so on. I get that argument, and in some circumstances, it probably has a ground, this argument. That you can actually really see the reaction of the community and whatnot and so on. But, like, it's always preferable, I would say, to just like show whatever at the time when it's ready to be shown, right? Like, I remember, do you guys remember the leaks after the GTA, videos have been popping online? Like, a lot of people understood what's going on, right? What it is. But majority thought that just GTA is shit, GTA 6, because they saw some recordings, who knows, from what stage of the production, and they assumed that the game is terrible, based on that. And I'm not talking about you guys, because you are here sitting with me and I'm a game dev, so naturally, if you are interested to even be here on like Sunday evening and discuss things with me, I assume you're just interested, you're right? So you have higher knowledge about those stuff and you understand the difference. But if you just look at Twitter, let's say, after that leaks when there, you could see the reaction of a broad community, how people were talking about it. And the narration in general was like that it looks quite bad, That was the general narration. Of course, there were single people that were saying, no, it's actually looking nice for the time they were at and whatnot and so on. Sure, but that was like one voice to the 1,000, So it's just like, I cannot count this as an overall consensus of like what the players thought about it. So that's the thing. It's just it's really not productive in any way. Sphere Hunter, hello Susie. Nice to have you with us. Susie said the GTA 6 leak was so annoying to see, and the overwhelming outrage to unfinished assets. Leaks are extremely counterproductive. Yeah, exactly. Like I saw like comments, especially about the graphics and like graphical fidelity. Like the videos that devs record, they're normally low quality videos because you do not want to, like, if you're working on something or iterating some mechanics, you're not running your game on path tracing, right? Like when I am working on like Phantom Liberty or anything else, I do not run the game like normally on path path tracing on my machine. I do that from time to time, especially on the reviews, when we're like officially playing with directors and stuff. We want to see all the bells and whistles. We want to also see how you guys will see it. And we, often try different settings, to just see how game holds up on the different like quality settings. And this is how you do it. But when you're debugging stuff, bug fixing, polishing up, iterating, and whatnot, you are normally running it on like low settings, right? Everything looks like potato, on a screen. And the fact that, some of the things on that recordings from GTA, they did look like potato here and there. It's not a matter of the fact that the game's gonna be low quality. It's just a matter of that it was simply recorded with just... it was just recorded with just low quality settings. That's the idea, right? Because like those videos are not recorded to be displayed. That is the whole purpose of it. And Susie said hi on the stream, on a chat. Nice to have you with us. Susie. Pablo said, Paweł, I love how every patch at the very end of one of the files you leave a small teaser of future content for data miners. Not commenting on that, Pablo, but I like that you enjoy it.
It'll be fun to have a lot of really deep dive conversations on things like content and development histories after the product is out.
And that is it, my chums. That was the video I wanted to show you.
Why was I crying?
My dears, I am going to now send you the link to the video that we have been just watching. So here's the video. I'm posting it on the chat for you, my dears, so that you can see it, watch it on your own. If you're interested, of course. Thank you, Tyler, for making this video. Of course, naturally, I couldn't comment on everything, but it was nice to watch it together with the chat. And here is the link. Tyler said, thank you, Paweł, Saska, for sharing the report. I didn't expect it. No worries, Tyler. I mean, it was quite cool, so I like that. I like doing that. So, my dears, there's a few more things that I really wanted to do with you today before we actually jump to the game, which will happen soon, in a moment, hopefully. But first, quick glance on the chat, if I didn't miss any important questions that we should touch. Any more info on what and when the Phantom Liberty World tour dates and locations are? Bladu asks, oh, my friend, I think this is gonna be publicly, announced by our community team. That's not me who could talk about this, my friend. So sadly cannot really add, anything more, to this topic. Machiavelli asks, hey, I have a question. The devil ending. Why the hell Yorinobu does wear a big ass robe? It looks like something he can't warp with or anything practical. Is that some kind of reference or has a different meaning? That is, of course, intentional. Machiavelli, we've been actually iterating that really big robe for quite some time. And of course, there's a meaning, and again, I don't want to go into interpretation because the interpretation is your guys' job, I would say. And you as a players, you decide what that meaning is, I would say. We are trying to communicate as clearly as we can with you through the game and through the art we make. So I would say that is my answer. And yes, it's of course intentional. It's been iterated. That robe was iterated a bunch of times because we had its size few times changed to see if we can actually hit it just right. So yes, that's why he's wearing big ass robe. It's connected basically to the story, right? Yes. Okay, my chums, I think that is as much as I will add. See Javier Mox 1 says, Paweł, please play some 1.7 base game for us. I cannot do that, my chum, because this is illegal content. This is illegal content, and I'm not gonna do that Yes, let's just put on some music. I just realized that there was no music playing. Rio Dante wrote, Paweł, a big fan of the game. I have a question. I hope you add some Japanese city like Chiba 11 in a Project Orion. Is it a possibility? I mean, Rodante, I don't want to talk about Orion because, you know, this is a future project. So who knows what will happen exactly in that project, my friend. We will be definitely discussing, you know, how we want to make that game look like and what's gonna be there. Not much more I can add. Can you show us and play Roach Coach during the stream? You mean Roach Race? We would like to see your Sky Score dried moss set. Oh, you're talking about the Roach Race, I think. I don't think it's called Roach Coach, is it? I don't think so. Okay then. Uranium Bullet. For Witcher 3 Next Gen, I've noticed community-made mods were officially implemented. Has CDPR added community-made mods for Phantom Liberty, like the customizable hotbar at the bottom of the screen for consumables, grenades? No comment, Uranium Bullet, about this. No comment about this, my friend. We didn't touch that kind of topic at all in our communication, so I don't want to hint anything or talk about anything like this. Kitty Barfs says, have you read No Coincidence by Rafał Kosik? Kitty Barfs, I actually wait for my book. I bought it and I'm just waiting for Amazon to fucking send it to me. Yo. I love all the content from Cyberpunk 2077 universe. Edrunners comics are incredible. Really hoping for more readable content, both in-game and real world. Kitty Barfs, me too. I mean, I'm a fucking fanboy of Cyberpunk, so as you can imagine, I bought both No Coincidence, and I also bought all the comic books in like hardcover version from Dark Horse. But that is like October or September, so like later, and No Coincidence, I don't know, I think No Coincidence comes up on August, so I'm just waiting for the book. Gulech asks, do you think if game companies will ever start selling files for 3D printing? That is actually a very interesting idea, my friend. Never thought about this. I mean, you know, thankfully I'm not a guy that has to make decisions or think about stuff like this. Who knows, maybe? I mean, that would be probably quite interesting, to be honest. Dryadmos says, lol, sorry, Road Race. Yeah, I mean, I played, well, I feel dumb, Chum. Don't worry, my friend. I played some Road Race in the stream before. I mean, maybe you can do it, yeah. Cabaret just said, yeah, you know, it's August. That's cool. That's cool. Did you play any Cyberpunk tabletops? I mean, well, I played Cyberpunk 2020. Of course, you know, the base one. But that was when I was a teenager. And I quite enjoyed it. Like, Cyberpunk and Vampire were two... So World of Darkness were like two systems that I played. Do you have a favorite? Yeah, as I said. Cyberpunk and Vampire, so World of Darkness. Those two were like my favorite. Is 1.63 the last patch before Phantom Liberty drops? As I said before, I really wanted to play the game all over again, but I wonder if game gonna get bigger patch before the expansion. 1.63 is nice, but still not enough motivation to start fresh playthrough. Yeah, I mean, I think like... because like there is of course, you know, ton of undocumented changes on 1.63 you guys didn't see for you guys to find as always, but those are all smaller things, as if there is a sense to play the game right away right now. I mean, it's in a way it's your call, you know. Like I think what we are doing is quite visible, I would say. Like some people keep saying that it's like almost completely new game. I mean, you know, it's still Cyberpunk, you know, because we wouldn't want to make it a completely different game. It's not the case, you know. It's not the case, but there is a lot of changes, you know, of different forms. And I don't know, I quite love it, to be honest. So it's just a bit more time, just you know, a bit more work, and we are there. Yes, Johnny's song feels bad, man. Exactly. Chumis, there is so many fucking questions in the chat. Holy shit, how I'm supposed to go through all that stuff and not get fired? Tell me. Puric. Real talk. Is there any risk of Phantom Liberty getting delayed? I think a lot of people have to plan their days off in advance. I mean, first of all, I think like you guys, I think it's awesome you guys plan your days in advance. You know, we have released our our intention when it comes to when the game is coming, and that's the plan. My chum. Not much more I can say, because you asked directly, is there a chance it will get delayed? I mean, I think we fucking learned our lesson. That's what I want to say. Jilly McGillers asks what inspired the upcoming overhaul. I don't know if the word overhaul is proper. Like, in case of some systems, for sure. In case of everything else, it's probably more of a deep bug fix and expansion rather than overhaul. But anyway, I think the overhaul word is probably encapsulating that. What inspired it? Well, I mean, we want to make the best game for you guys. You know, that is it. That's what inspired it. We just want to make the best game for you. And I don't think there's anything more, you know, to that. Like, we want to, you know, we want you to be happy with the game that you're going to get. If you bought Cyberpunk before and played it and enjoyed it, we want to give you, you know, an option maybe to replay it, you know, and really see it again. That's one thing. And second thing is just, yeah, I mean, I really want to make sure that, you know, Cyberpunk is in excellent shape, you know. And that is it, my chum. Plus a lot of feedback, Uranium Bullet said. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure, my friend, you know. That's for sure. Camille's song, I mean, well, you know, half of the playlists are Camille's song. So, that's the reality. My friends. Kitty Barf said, I think everyone who's riding the fence should play it now just to have some reference before the next major patch. It is an incredible game and I'm beyond stoked for the changes coming. I've played since day one and I will be there for Orion and beyond. The effort has gone into the game is amazing. Kitty Barf, thank you so much for your kind comment. I mean, it's like, for us is the most important thing, that you guys see that you can count on us, that you can, you know, that you can look forward for the stuff that we are doing. And if there is a game coming from CD Red, you guys know that these dudes went balls to the wall with everything that they are doing. On artistic side, on the story side, on audio side, on gameplay side, like, you guys really will feel it, you know what I mean? And you will see it like deep there, that it actually is this kind of game. I really want it to be like this. Boopity Boopy said New Game Plus confirmed. I didn't mention that, my chum. Big Toe Little Toe say we can already see. I'm glad you can see it already, but you know, as I told you guys, well, like I would say 2 years ago, you know, we didn't say the last word, you know, we didn't say the final word. Tommy asks, what about technical side? I mean, that's, you know, that's like a given for me, you know, Tommy, that is like a given for me. That is incredibly important. So that, you know, the game runs well. And speaking about actual technical side, Tommy, I think this is a great leeway, as English people say, to this video that I wanted to show you. This is an early look of Digital Foundry on Phantom Liberty.
Almost 3 years after the release of Cyberpunk 2077, its expansion, Phantom Liberty, got an unveiling during this year's Xbox Showcase. Trailers, gameplay, we got it all. Set to release on the 26th of September 2023, it's worth stressing Phantom Liberty is the only expansion plan for the game. More remarkable still, it's being developed just for current-gen PS5, Xbox Series X and S hardware this time, and PC of course. Or in other words, it leaves last-gen PS4 and Xbox One machines behind, building...
You can see them actually switch between like footage from different consoles, right? Like there was Xbox Series X, I think, just a moment ago, and now it's PS5.
A new adventure just on higher-end machines, so the potential is huge. It also introduces a new area within Night City, a new district called Dogtown, and for this year's Xbox Showcase, we finally got to see it in action. In fact, we received high-quality gameplay footage of all versions, including PS5, Series X, and even PC.
Yes, as you can see, you know, like from like get-go, you know, and again, like this is, you know, because we're not shipping yet. Right, the video and the comparison, as I said, this is just an early look, right? This is just an early look on. I'll actually switch to this at least. Or maybe to this actually, because like the thing is that we wanted to make sure that like everyone has access to just all the platforms, you know, and just and they can see, they can compare, and so on. So yes. Reset Fazi says, now that the system requirements change, people who can't afford new PC parts are gonna get a refund. Paweł, I have 450 hours, by the way. Reset Fazi, no idea, my friend, how it's gonna be done. I mean, you know, like we to be able to pull off, you know, what we are doing with Phantom Liberty. We need to make sure that really you guys have a gear that can take it, you know. That's really it, you know. And Reset Fazi, I really hope, my friend, you actually have a gear that can really take it, and it's fine enough to really play it, you know, on it. Yes, exactly. Okay, then I think we can jump in. I'm just checking if there's anything I should answer on the chat. Holy shit, Dogtown looks amazing. I think you guys didn't see much yet.
Running through the exact same mission, all of which makes a detailed first look possible. So, how is Phantom Liberty shaping up comparing PS5 directly to Series X? Secondly, how drastically does PC pull ahead in its visuals over console by enabling its ray tracing overdrive mode? And lastly, what's the outlook on Phantom Liberty's frame rate on console, where PS5 and Series X appear to be running on their 60 FPS performance modes? Let's find out.
Yeah. Some pump for this, Paweł. Honestly, if you're last gen, check out GeForce Now Ultimate for full path tracing, high frame rate, Internet for Games Road. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I also have the subscription of GeForce Now. I'm playing, if I want to, sometimes on my MacBook. And yeah, Cyberpunk, like I think I was playing Cyberpunk on GeForce Now on like 3070 on GeForce Now. It was like, yeah, it was really good. MacBook gaming, Blake Season said. Yes, exactly. MacBook gaming, my chub. That's exactly what I was going for. Game is gonna get optimized, copium. I mean, Reset Fazi, I believe that it's gonna get optimized. That's like one of the topics that are still ongoing, right? Like, because the game is not shipping like today, so we still have a bit of time to address those topics, and you guys can see, the state in here from like some time ago, right? I'm talking about the the demo and also those videos and a comparison.
This playthrough gives a perfect lead into Cyberpunk's new expansion. It's an early mission where V is given the simple task of saving President Myers from a wreckage. Down the chute we go, leading to Dogtown, where crime truly runs amok. This is described by CDPR as Night City's most dangerous region, and it really shows. The darkened streets are alive with car chases, debris set aflame, and surveying aircraft, and the night skies are filled with smoke. At the heart of the mission, though, is a building complex where we scale the scaffolds in a bid to find the president's crashed aircraft. Except every level brings a new wave of enemies.
I'm actually so glad that I can just sit down with you here and just watch it now. Like after so much time of you guys grilling me to show you something, I can finally do it, That is so nice. Playing my roles, ask, have you met Idris Elba? No. I didn't meet him in person, Mulderlin asked, this is a new car? I don't remember seeing this one. I don't know if that one was a new car, but, there is new stuff in the expansion for sure. So, but I don't remember if this specific one is, is new. Celerov said my 1660 is crying. Yeah.
With each escalation upwards, CDPR's red engine gets better.
I saw the comment, boopity boop, said love the new stamina mechanics. I'm glad you like it. Actually, not that many people realized that and saw it, and I didn't see this many comments about that topic.
Console and especially PC set to its path-traced RT overdrive mode. Gunfights build to a frenzied climax around volumetric smoke, set against flares, lit fuselage, and the muzzle flashes from a new suite of weaponry. The volumetric effects here add a real depth to the scenery as we battle through.
Do you guys like that katana, by the way? I really like it. I really like it. Marcus Magpie wrote, I've never played it, but I have purchased the game and the DLC bundle. Oh, you mean the expansion. So I'm waiting until 3 months' time to experience it for the first time with all the updates and new overall changes. Marcus Magpie, I hope that you're gonna have a rad time, my chum, because you're up for some fucking wild ride, my friend. Hello, Nexo. Nice to have you with us. Dryadmo says, if we start a new game in Cyberpunk 2077, is the expansion new area not accessible until the completion end of the original campaign story? No, Dryadmo, we talked about it, that Phantom Liberty is happening during Cyberpunk 77, and this is after you reach Pacifica region. After you reach Pacifica, after you met Madame Brigitte, Placide, and Johnny there, and Alt. After that section, this is the earliest moment you can already start playing. And you can play at any point of the story, pretty much. Yes. Pablo asks, when there's an internal discussion where to add a flashlight night vision mode to a game, where you are for or against. There were some discussions. There were some discussions, and I was definitely liked the idea, but it's a very complex topic, and it's a very complex topic because it has to work with absolutely every single possible setup that we have in the game, with every single weapon, with every single, vehicle, and so on. It's a really complicated matter, in fact, Pablo. That being said, no more further comments in regards of that topic, I would say. Taking down the gym forum set. Oh, yes, the Grand Imperial Mall, you mean. Nocturne said, Cyberpunk became my favorite game on day one, and that never wavered. As I saw the passion and perseverance of the dev team, I became a huge fan of Paweł. Thank you, but it's nice you say it, but I think you should be a fan of our games and the team, not me, and the team as well. My heart will always be with the game and this team. Nocturne, thank you so much. It's so amazing to hear you say it. Cyberpunk players speedrunning to keep Placid. Sure. Do you find it hard to overcome your own opinions if something is added to the game you don't agree with? I mean, well, but that's my personal thing. I don't really. Big toe, little toe. I'm completely fine with being wrong, and I'm completely fine with being proven wrong by people. I accept the fact that I just don't know everything. You know what I mean? There are sometimes cases when I actually feel that, my point of view is probably maybe more informed, but that does not make me feel that, it's something that someone made a mistake or whatever. I can accept, people, other opinions and so on. And again, games are very much a collaborative work. You cannot make games on your own, just solo, that thing. Like you need to as a dev understand how much comes from different people, and people have different skill sets, opinions and whatnot, and they will bring different things and they will surprise you, and sometimes they will surprise you in a negative way, but very often they will surprise you in a positive way, and it's important to just understand. Gogito wrote, I'm always right. I'm always right. I thought once I was wrong, but I was mistaken. Yeah, that happens. How big was the writing team? Like, how much input does each person have? The writing team was, I think, 16 people? Because it changes, right? When I was Shook Spread, it changes throughout time. At the beginning, you normally start with smaller group of people, then you have bigger because people move between projects and assignments, and then you have again a smaller team. So it varies. I think at the peak it was 16 writers. So quite a big of a team. Now the question is, how much input does each person have? Well, I mean, each writer is assigned to different quests that they work on. And of course, it's not that one writer has only one quest. They normally have multiple things they work on. Sometimes they also change and they switch in between. So that also happens. And you have quite a lot of input because, like, when you're working on your own quest and writing the quest, and by writing I mean writing a dialogues, because the story itself, so story outline is done by story team, but then quest designers or open world designers are writing a screenplay, right? So they are the ones that are structuring the narrative, making sure that this story is told in the best possible way in a video game medium. So that is an important point to make. And how much impact each person has, I mean, I think quite a bit, to be honest. Like, I think like when you're in the teams like this, you have quite a lot to say, I would say. Like, of course, like as a writer, you cannot just, let's say, take the main story characters or important characters, not even main story characters, to different places than other people would want and so on, because that wouldn't work with a whole story arc. It has to be all part of a bigger whole, of a bigger vision. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. So, of course, that input that you have, even though it can be quite big, it's not that you can do whatever you want. You need to always collaborate with others. It's always important. Chumis, let us watch the video.
So what do we have in terms of the footage? Well, CDPR has been generous enough to offer up the exact same mission run at 4K resolution, the same slice of Phantom Liberty gameplay on 3 platforms. First, we have PlayStation 5, and given it's running at 60 frames per second, it does suggest we have the game served on its performance mode. Much like the core Cyberpunk package, this 60 FPS performance mode appears to use traditional rasterized techniques for lighting, ambient occlusion and shadows, and so no ray tracing in this mode specifically. Though that said, of course, the main Cyberpunk adventure on console does have a separate RT mode at 30 FPS, which will hopefully translate to this expansion as well. Next along, there's Xbox Series X footage.
Griefgraf wrote, this game will look awesome on Switch. Oh yeah? Griefgraf, you think so? That's great, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. Next, so sorry, I know this isn't your field. Oh god. But because this is engine stuff, maybe you can point me to the right direction. Can CDPR finally start using SMT or AMD CPUs. There is so much performance left on the table, but the game refuses to use SMT because of some AMD guidance from first gen Ryzen. Nexo, Jesus Christ, I have no idea, my chum. Of course, I know some things about the topics that you touched in some areas, but not enough to answer your question, unfortunately. And I'm worried that if I would answer, I would misguide you, my friend. So I'm sorry, I just can't tell at this point, really. Switch version confirmed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not anything wasn't confirmed. You guys are delusional, You just, maybe it's your graphic card, that is smoking there, because you definitely seem to have started losing touch with reality. Borns says, do you have to start at the... Do you have start and end of story at the beginning of the development? I mean, do you know what ending would be start of the production? Oh, okay. Borns, yes, I understand now your question. No, you never really know at the end, the ending at the beginning of the production. You normally start from intrigue. What do you want to do in general? And then from there, you are trying to do it the most natural, the most satisfying way possible. And this is the way you get there. And eventually, as we are delving more into it and trying to develop those storylines, you arrive in various endings ideas, I would say. Various ending ideas, and then from those ideas you're trying to juggle between and figure out which one would work best. That's the way you normally do it. And if you have more endings, of course, then you choose more of them and so on. And then if you have, of course, more endings and there are some meaningful non-linearities in your story, then you're trying to balance that and make sure that, okay, that there are different options for the players to role play, a certain character and whatnot, and so on. So this is the way you do it. You normally don't start from the ending when you're designing your story. You need to start from something, something intriguing, interesting in your game before you even get to that point, so that you're able to tell what the story is about and then the ending. I think that is the way to go about it. Science fiction person, I hope we will have a 10-year panel for Cyberpunk at PAX, just there was for The Witcher. Oh, science fiction person, that would be so fucking cool. It would be lovely, but, I don't know anything about it. So, it's still not 10 years since Cyberpunk shipped. That's going to be 2030, right? So, that's going to be quite some time. What do you prefer? Personally, do you like linear or non-linear storytelling? I mean, playing in my roles, it really depends. In general, I prefer non-linear storytelling just because it's just more fun for me to see this kind of narrative. But there are cases when linear storytelling is fine, Last of Us is a great example of that. Not so much the second one, but the first one, a great example of linear storytelling, of just delivering great focused storyline in the game. I think this is... So it really depends, In general, when I have a choice, I'm going with non-linear narratives. I think they're just much more exciting to me. Linear narratives are just too much like a movie to me, and because we as an human race, we had 100 years almost, simplifying it. We had 100 years almost of just cinematography telling linear stories. I'm just not so much into them anymore. I just prefer non-linear storytelling. It's just so much more it's just so much more interesting. Machiavelli says low, not so much the second one. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's yeah. It's I much more prefer the first story. The second storyline is really confused, I think, of what it was trying to do. And if maybe the core thing what it was trying to do is doing well, but just amount of sidetracks and moments when things are completely not justified. I don't know. I was just stunned at some points, even though I think the game is great overall, and I think we just probably expect slightly more from Naughty Dog, just because of how incredible studio they are, and it's probably the reason, you know. My chums, we need to. What game? 8W asks. I was talking about Last of Us right now, 1 and 2. Usual Human. GG says, could you in theory make a new harder difficult like Insanity for us, which is blocked until we beat the game at very hard? We are, so one of the things that I can say is that the Cyberpunk is getting a complete rebalance, my chum. And right now the story mode is gonna be easy, but the hard and very hard are gonna be really challenging. Especially the very hard. It's gonna be a proper challenge, my chum. So that update that we're talking about is an actual full rebalance, my friend. So I hope that in some way answers your question. Tommy asked, could you please make a short video of your reaction when the reviews of Phantom Liberty drop? Oh, God. Yeah, I mean... I would be cool. I don't know where I'm gonna be, you know, at that time, but we'll see. I mean, Tommy's like, I would love to do that, but we will see if I will have a possibility, you know, and possibility being just where I am, you know, physically, right? Like, because I might be traveling, I might be fucking flying from one place to another, so it just might be difficult to do. I know he can't answer, but I hope the stealth will still be viable. Ilindi asks. Of course it will be still viable. Yeah, of course it will be still viable. Jesus, Paweł Sasko Goat arrived. Hello. It's like one of the funniest nicknames ever, I have to say. Paweł, do you think that certain criticisms, certain elements in the base game, example, small number of places that player can enter, had an impact on what Dogtown will be like, a rather smaller but content-packed location? It definitely had an impact, Pablo. Like, when we were designing this expansion, we had in mind all the feedback that we've been given, right? Like, I don't recall a situation when we've been doing stuff exactly the opposite of, you know, what the feedback was about. I don't think so. Now, is that addressing exactly the problem that you pointed out, Pablo? I don't know. I think it's addressing it at least partially. Is it addressing it completely? You guys need to see. You know, you guys will need to see. Because, like, as I said, you are the judge and executioner. So you need to play and tell me then, you know. Depeche Mode says, do Paweł still be able to pound Jedi by Galina? I don't know, Depeche Mode. You know, you do you. You know what I mean? You do you, my chum. Big Daddy Shark 96, and nice to have you with us, Big Daddy Shark. On the police system, will it be balanced where the NCPD come after you as a certain quest consequence, like the hotel side gig and being a nuisance, or will they trigger like they do now if you really need to seek out trouble? Big Daddy Shark, we didn't really reveal everything about this. I don't know if it will be discussed and spoken about before the release. I assume so. So I cannot say much more here. Like, definitely the idea behind the police system, and I can say just a few general things, is that to make it feel, my dears, to make it feel as natural as possible. You know what I mean? So, for instance, you asked the question here, if I need to seek out trouble. Yes, if you do seek trouble, you are going to find it, for sure. That is the answer. You're also asking in connection of the certain quests or gigs. This I cannot talk about because this hasn't been discussed. Chumis.
Which again serves up a 60 FPS experience, and again with the same visual setup as PS5. And lastly, we have a PC run which instead opts for visual quality over performance. It's the deluxe experience here, in essence running with the ray traced overdrive setting enabled, a GPU taxing path traced solution where all settings are maxed out. For this slice of captured gameplay, the dark interior areas showcase the indirect lighting possible with path tracing beautifully. For example, the light bounce from the fire during the shootout realistically bleeds onto the nearby rubble, the girders, with the colour and the hue of those flames spilling onto nearby pockets of shade. The only catch being, the capture on PC is set
delicious.
to 30 FPS in this case.
Delicious.
More to come on the visual side in this video, but it's a great way to show Phantom Liberty in the best case.
I know that we're supposed to watch the video, just want to share something. One of the coolest things of the path tracing when you play Cyberpunk is the muzzle flashes. Oh, so good. When it's like a dark corridor or whatnot and you go in and you just shoot, it's so fucking okay. Matt 16 wrote very okay. Exactly. It's like, it's quite okay actually when you shoot that gun, you know. Prey Soul says, would you recommend someone who hasn't finished the story yet to wait for Phantom Liberty? Prey Solus, I mean, depends, my chum. What do you want to do? Because, like, if you have beat Cyberpunk multiple times already, then probably I would wait. If you didn't beat Cyberpunk at all yet, I think it's a fine time to just, like, beat it again, and then when Phantom Liberty drops, start a new playthrough from zero, with just different life path and just go different build, pick like, I don't know, different body type, different voice, and try to really like just roleplay different character and be just a different character. I don't know, you played Street Kid, go and play Corpo. I know that you guys don't believe that there's enough differences in life paths to explain or maybe like, how to say it, justify the full replayability, but if you stack it with different build, completely different looks, different gender. If you just stack all of those things, you actually really get a different experience. I really think like playing female corpo stealth assassin is completely different than playing male nomad knife throwing tongue. Like it is really different experience in the game. And this difference, like male-female, is really big because like you hear a completely different character, so it's so much easier to just roleplay. You know what I mean? And then go, and because you have different body types, right? You have different gender. Because of that, you have different romances available, right? And because of that, so there are some things you couldn't do. So I think that would be, I think that is really cool way to play, this game. It really feels different. Like, I was recently, like, fucking around and, like, I built the build for a knife throwing, right? So fucking cool, Like, I think we added the knife throwing builds in 1.5, I think. Or 1.6, but I believe it was 1.5. And honestly, like, that feels so good. To just like fly around with that and throw that knife and pick it up. And then, if you did the Scorpion's funeral thing, you have access to this, like, I think, iconic knife as well for throwing. It actually does feel quite different than, like, for instance, playing Netrunner. Just play Netrunner, but actually Netrunner, not the Netrunner that goes around and, like, kills everyone with the club or a katana, but play Netrunner who's, like, for instance, going into pistols and mostly hacking and try to use quick hacks as much as you can everywhere all the time when you play, and you feel how different it plays in contrary to situation when you're suddenly like, I don't know, use the exactly throw knife, or you just go melee, on that. It does really play different. Volpin, hello my friend. Nice to have you with us. Volpin is a member of our Gameplay QA. Thank you so much, my friend, for being with us. Volpin has a diamond icon on the chat because this is one of our reds. Great to have you, Chumi. I didn't see you before in the chat. Sorry that I missed you. We are watching right now the video from Digital Foundry. Right now. It's 10 p.m. already, Paweł. Just a reminder, Scorpion said, holy fuck. I'm so bad in this. I'm seriously so bad in this, like, streaming business. My chums, I am going to continue.
To the comparisons, and first up, let's look at PS5 versus Xbox Series X. Alas, we have no Series S version to compare here, and so more on that with the final game. Resolution-wise, this updated Phantom Liberty build of Cyberpunk appears to tweak the setup a little compared to our last look at the game on patch 1.61. In the 60fps performance mode, for example, we now have a max resolution target of 1440p on PS5 and Series X, just as we look to the cranes overhead. Dynamic resolution scaling, DRS, stays in place too, and the lower bounds come in at 900p on both consoles, all reconstructed by FSR2 as before. Numbers in between are possible, of course, though typically this lower 900p reading kicks in during the first driving sequence, and as we'll get to later, this is probably the most taxing bit of the mission shown so far. There's more to come in terms of pixel testing in the final game around its September release. Otherwise though, clearly, there's nothing to split the two consoles visually. In image quality, the use of volumetric effects, in the draw distance up ahead, it's a direct match between PS5 and Series X, just as usual with Cyberpunk.
I love it that he said just as usual with Cyberpunk. Just as usual with Cyberpunk. This is so nice. This is a honey on my heart. My chums, because like making sure that each one of you, no matter of your platform of choice, is getting an excellent experience is so important. Domata wrote, transmog for guns, please. I like the stats of the iconic guns, but the look of the default ones. Oh, that's a really interesting idea, Domata. Chrysos asks, has vehicle handling changed at all? Oh God, I mean, we didn't speak much about this. What I can say is that there is a lot of gameplay topics we've been looking into, and vehicles have been looked into as well. But what exactly has changed and how, I don't want to talk more about it. I guess we just, either it will be officially shared or you are going to find out. Michaelovsky says, just out of curiosity, are you looking sometimes FF06B5 to laugh at us? I am looking there for a delight, not to laugh at you. Michaelovsky, not to laugh at you, for delight, for enjoyment of, being surrounded by people who are very capable, intelligent, inquisitive, who do not give up. This is where I'm looking there for, That is it. If I need a hope for the human race, I look at our FF06B5. And have in mind, this is not a hint of any form. That's it. You talk like Tarantino, lol. Do I? Okay, I don't know if I talk like Tarantino, but, Michaelovsky said thanks. Okay, cool. Thanks, Michaelovsky, I guess. Your favorite conspiracy theory about Cyberpunk? That the game was like 12 years in the production. I think that's like my favorite conspiracy theory. That the game was like being made from like 2014 and it took like, I don't know how many years now, 8 or 7 or something. People say 8 years, I think most. Like, I think that is my favorite conspiracy theory about Cyberpunk. I'm like, guys, I said so many times. I don't know how many times I have to say it in fucking with the big letters. And I even see sometimes big YouTubers repeat this. The main production has started after the second half of 2016 when we shipped Blood and Wine for Witcher 3. Because it's only one me, it's only one Volpin, there's only one Bartek Pirko, that's it. We're only one person. We can work on one fucking thing in the same time. Not on 2, not on 3, most likely not on 4, probably also not on 5. We can work on one thing at the same time. So, that's probably my favorite conspiracy theory. That a game was made for like 8 fucking years or something. And I'm like, yeah, right. I mean, right now, when we count in the whole Phantom Liberty in, then how long that is? Sorry, my brain is laggy at this point. Right now it's 7, right? Yes, right now it's 7. So yeah, soon, I guess, yeah, they say it started 2012. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the 2012, exactly. And, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but, that's the thing. Sometimes I don't say something, and everyone says that I said something. And then I say it, and I want for everybody, every brain to reach there to be reached, and it just fails. It just does not reach those brains, because I think just people just like to talk about the fact that it took this long. It didn't, my chums. But yeah, but what you guys gonna take, what you guys gonna get with Phantom Liberty is then, altogether, almost 7 will be, right? Yeah, I think it will be 7. Then we could say it was 7. With Phantom Liberty, everything. Then you can say it was 7. My dears, let's watch further.
Usual with Cyberpunk. Next up, we have a comparison with PC. Now, here we have PC running on its RT overdrive mode up against PS5 in example, though obviously PS5 has the advantage in this case of running at 60 FPS rather than the capped 30 on PC in this footage. And generally speaking, the console version holds up reasonably well overall, even if it's stripped of ray tracing features. Still, there are key points in this footage that showcase ray trace shadows, lighting, and reflections on PC brilliantly. Kicking off with this slide down the chute, the interior of this cylinder is completely shaded on PC. The RT overdrive mode realistically simulates a complete absence of light. That is, right until we near the end of the descent, where subtle gradients of light start streaking through the opening. By comparison, PS5 depends on a screen space method for ambient shading, which creates a...
It's such a huge difference. Like in this specific case, here, actually between like path tracing and ray tracing, the amount of light actually the scene gets, it's like so visible in this case.
A bright result all the way down the chute. It's obviously easier to see
Water
the action
slide,
on PS5, but PC is capable of a more dramatic and realistic result overall here.
I think it's a rubble chute, like that pipe that like when workers are working, they're throwing like the debris there inside and it like slides down. That's what it is. Water mission finally.
Moving further through Dogtown, there are a few other great ray tracing moments. For one, just as we get into the car, this PC setup renders...
By the way, like, because we knew like how well actually, how well actually the game will look like with all the lights and so on, and how well the path tracing works, then when designing the Dogtown, we could already take that into account, and think about it and make sure that, all of those sweet little things are there for you, Machiavelli says, Crystal Palace is teased so many times during the game, and even one of the endings have an epic scene related to Crystal Palace, and a lot of fans curious about that palace. Is there any chance to visit that place in Phantom Liberty? I have no knowledge about this. Story spoiler, all kinds of spoiler, NDA, I'm gonna get fired. That is not what I should talk about. And that's Sapphire, hello. I have arrived. Hello, nice to have you with us. We are really glad that you have arrived. So as I mentioned, my dears, Sapphire had a trip and was just straight from a plane. Philip said we'll take it as a yes. No, Philip. No, Philip. You take that stoperan, my chum. Not confirmed anything, Machiavelli says, cock blocked again. I mean, I am not blocking anything. Bronis asks, what was the inspiration for the Phantom Liberty? I would say the inspiration was the story and the content. We wanted a unique and cool combination of words that would fit the story that we're telling. Yeah. That is it. Michaelowski says, stop it, guys. We can't lose best quest director in the world. Well, considering that there's like 3 of them in a whole world, probably, like people that have such title, definitely that would be a loss. Hello, Crash. Nice to have you. Pride Kappa, as you said. Christ asks, is the FF05 theory something unthinkable, or will it be just obvious once we figured it out? I have no knowledge about this. I don't know even what you're talking about. There are 3 copies of Paweł Saska. Oh, that's nice, actually. If you could say one word about the expansion without breaking the NDA, what would that word be? Okay. That's the word. That's the word. I think that's it, you know? I think that is definitely depicting it, describing it so precisely well. It's fucking okay. It's confirmed that's okay, boys.
There's a richer blanket of shade beneath objects. The car in the middle of this shot and the construction machinery to the left, it's a gorgeously presented use of arty shadows that applies throughout the whole route. Later on, we even see puddles across the street pushing arty reflections.
Puddle.
So if we stop and freeze frame again, note the crisper mirror image on the tarmac on PC compared to the more diffuse method on PS5. Both look superb though, honestly, and switching between the two, there's little to split them in terms of geometry LODs down the street. And so
AG Bungach wrote, "This is why you're not marketing." And then he says, in quotations mark, okay. Serit says, are you the quest director for the next Cyberpunk game or the new Witcher or both? Serit, I am primarily on the Witcher IP, sorry, on the Cyberpunk IP. So I'm a quest director of Orion, that's correct. If my title is going to change or not in any way when we move on to Orion, it might, but definitely my scope of work is gonna stay as it is. To the similar fashion, I definitely want to work on quests, open world cinematics, cinematic animation. That is basically my sphere, and I want to keep learning and if possible just learn a few more areas so that I can be as useful and capable as possible. And I am not going to be working as a director for sure on the new Witcher. That at least is the situation right now. Serit, I may though work as a designer on new Witcher and Polaris just to be in the loop with the team, and this is still my plan. I think last time when Despina was here we even mentioned that my plan is I will be as an intern quest designer, on the meetings with mustaches and glasses, and I'll join there as some abbreviation of my name. Nobody will recognize me, and I will be in credits as an intern. So yes, that's my plan. So yeah, I would love to be able to work on The Witcher as a designer. Hopefully I will be able to, but but my primary project is next project is Orion. Savile Pasco, sure, Sapphire, yes. Intern number 3 PS, yes. Is the new Witcher project starting to look okay? I mean, it's no comments about no comments about the Witcher project. I have no knowledge about. Piotr Basko, Volpin said, sure. At least one legendary quest in upcoming The Witcher. I mean, there I'm quite sure it's gonna be okay. I'm quite sure. There's an amazing team on it.
So, again, it does fall on ray tracing to make the biggest impact on PC. Lastly, in delving deeper into the main building, it's also clear lighting benefits from PC's RT setting. In this case, overhead light beams create a radically different spread to shadows with ray tracing engaged here. Again, all of these are subtle tweaks in isolation, but combined, it does create a much truer to life picture, so long as you've the PC hardware to support it.
Oh my god, the race
all
of that
this to look forward to in Phantom
yeah.
Liberty then. And what's most clear is, regardless of your chosen platform, it's a great looking expansion, even on the 60 FPS performance mode on PS5 and Series X. As always with Cyberpunk though, the ray tracing features really sing with darkened interiors or rain-slicked streets, and that's precisely where CDPR takes this slice of gameplay.
Look at this muzzle flashes! Look at this!
Before we get to performance, there's a bit of a bonus comparison first. Surprisingly, CDPR put out 2 versions of the same cinematic trailer alongside the gameplay footage. During the Xbox conference, for example, we had a 2.5-minute trailer running on a PC using what it describes as Xbox Series X equivalent settings, which is a mixture of medium and high essentially. And then, mysteriously, another trailer was uploaded to CDPR's own YouTube channel. It's the exact same edit, the same
Songbird,
length,
my beloved.
except with footage spliced in using a PC described as high-end.
I love this trailer so much.
Now, the exact settings of this high-end PC are a mystery, but based on the comparisons between the two trailers, the CDPR one and the Xbox one, the exact settings of this high-end PC are a mystery, but based on the comparisons between the two, it certainly looks like CDPR's trailer on the high-end PC is again running on the arty overdrive mode. Certainly we see indirect lighting, shadow rendering and reflections differ hugely while switching between them. It's an early sample to show how the settings scale on PC in the final release. A final note on frame rates then. Starting off with Xbox Series X, we've clearly got an ambition to run at the top 60 FPS line in its performance mode. The result? Well, from the mission exposition early on, right down to the firefights on the scaffolds, this build is currently jumping between 50 to 60 FPS overall. Now, in fairness, there's 3 months left to improve on what's here and optimize performance in the final build, so take this as an early snapshot of where development stands right now, and hopefully it will get a boost.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, one thing that I would add to this is the fact that, you know, like, we are not shipping the build that we had on the Summer Game Fest playdays, right? Like, we are working further, and, you know, the goal is, you know, to improve as much as we can, obviously. Playing my role sits so happy to see that there are many people that can appreciate the depths of the work of the team. I'm glad, my chum. I'm glad as well. What's your favorite Cyberpunk game that you played before working on Cyberpunk? I would say probably like old Deus Exes, and then after old Deus Exes, I would say probably new Deus Exes. There are some other like Cyberpunk games, but they would actually fall lower. I would say below that, like maybe Ruiner is also like definitely the one Cyberpunk game that I quite like, that I saw. I mean, there are some other, but no, none of them went over that. So I would probably go, like, you could make a point maybe about like some other games that have some Cyberpunk elements, like Prey, you know, or I don't know, System Shock, like, you know, some sci-fi games and whatnot, you know. So of course, but core Cyberpunk, clear Cyberpunk games, I would probably say Deus Ex, definitely. And like, I'm talking about old Deus Ex games, and then new Deus Ex games as a follow-up. You know, that would be probably my thing. Observer, I also played. I mean, it's nice. It's nice, I would say. Not much more I can add, to be honest. Like, it didn't really leave a lasting impression on me. Born's when it comes, Lethal Blue mentioned Observer. So yeah, I mean, didn't really leave a lasting impression on me, to be honest with you. So that's why I didn't mention Observer before. Yeah, System Shocks are, of course, you know, old classics and so on. So you can also mention them as well, you know. Okay then, my dears, I think we'll just continue this video because there's a bit still to watch, and Blade Runner game, I didn't play the Blade Runner, god damn it. And Syndicate, yes, I know Syndicate, but I watched Syndicate only on YouTube, old clips. I didn't play it. In 2012, no. In 2012, that was the time when we were starting Witcher 3 design, so nope. Did you play System Shock Remake? No, I didn't. Creep Slasher, sorry. I'm right now playing Elden Ring, and in the same time on and when I have time and when we can with Sapphire, we're playing Diablo. So those are two games I'm like the most playing right now. I still have Moonlighter on my Switch. Still planning to finish that. So that is currently those are currently games I'm playing on looking. Kerat96, thank you so much for the Prime, my chum. Kerat has been subbed for 7 months. God damn it. I'm already streaming so long that some of you guys are really having significant anniversaries. My friends, let's continue.
Say this because the area in most need of improvement is this driving sequence, which is a direct beeline to the President's crash site. Here, this build locks at around the 50 FPS line on average, the fire effects, the car chases, the smog in the distance, all stacking up against Series X's bid for 60 FPS. And in battle, once we get inside the skyscraper, it's typically 60 FPS, but so often punctuated by drops into the 50s as we open fire. Again, it just needs tightening up. It's worth mentioning the game does have screen tearing, right at the top 10% of the display, as does PS5 in fact. It's not shown in the graph overlay here, though the tearing works in much the same way as the core Cyberpunk adventure on PS5 and Series X. Moving over to the PS5, again using the same B-roll footage provided by CDPR, it's a similar situation. The target, 60 frames per second. The result, often between 45 and 60 FPS in practice. In fact, PS5, in this early build, runs at a lower frame rate on average compared to what we've got on Series X's showing. In this early drive forward, for example, PS5 lurches to a constant low of 45 FPS, rather than the 50 FPS figure on Series X in the same moment. The complexity of the street, the flames, the AI cars moving at pace, all of it is a real workout for both machines. And as for the combat later on, there's also notable lurches under 60 FPS on PS5 as gun effects, the particles, the alpha transparencies, fire off from a huge armory of exotic guns. Potentially with a little more work, CDPR might clear the gap to a more consistent 60 FPS, but right now the state of the footage often reveals drops to the 50s. With all of
Yeah, my dears, and of course, like the goal is to improve as much as we can. Thankfully, like the recording and the build, this is like from a bit older, already a bit older build, because Summer Game Fest has happened some time ago already, and of course, like the build for it was also not the freshest because it needs to be stabilized and all that stuff. So because of that, I am hoping that we'll get there. It's still like tidying up those things is always something that, I would say a game the studio does till the very, very end, Dogtown looks so freaking massive hot doom. I think like it's decent. I would say it's decent in size, yes. Or it's okay in size, yeah. Damn, I think today's title stream won't happen. What do you mean? No. We're just finishing this video and I'm playing. Just after the video. Quassel, good night, my friend. Thank you for poking to the stream. Thank you. Medicamento said, you mentioned publicly almost all systems have been changed. Is crafting also included? So what I said is that all systems have been touched in some ways. Some of them have been revamped. Some of them have been updated in some ways. And, because we have changed or touched a lot in regards of the loot, then, of course, crafting has been touched as well. Are there any meaningful changes? I don't think we talked about that in any way yet. I would say that do not expect much there. As everything else, it was touched and tidied up. A lot of the things have been tidied up. But when it comes to specifics, I don't wanna go more into detail just because of the fact that we didn't talk about it publicly. So yes. What a random person sees 30-minute video, what Paweł sees 60-minute video. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Paweł crafting Cyberpunk, in my opinion, is a big step backwards compared to Witcher 3. It's a pity. Can you explain, Pablo? Because I'm curious about your point of view. My dears, let's continue.
With this in mind then, we'll just have to see how the final game stacks up. I'm really hoping for an improvement when the time comes on September 26th, and we'll soon see if any real progress is made there. The Phantom Liberty expansion showing at the Xbox Showcase is a small sample, and an early one as well. Still, it gets across CDPR's direction for the expansion, one of an urban wasteland, smothered by pollution and street fires. One where the overcast skies make for a great showcase for PC's ray tracing tech, especially on overdrive mode, while visuals on PS5 and Series X compare favourably, even running in their 60fps modes. The actual frame rates on each console need work though, of course, but with some adjustment, it might get to a tighter lock once the launch date rolls around. Beyond this, it's worth noting that CD Projekt Red's aim is to overhaul the original game alongside the release of Phantom Liberty, with improved vehicle combat, a new skill tree UI, plus overhauled AI for enemies. But the new Phantom Liberty adventure is the exciting bit. It's where CDPR potentially gets to press an advantage with focused PS5 and Series X development, and it's the area I'll be keen to look at come launch day. But that's all from me today. If you did find this first look useful or insightful in any way, feel free to like or subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell for instant notifications as any new video lands. To get a high quality version of this video, check out our Patreon at digitalfoundry.net, and to get in touch directly, just use Twitter. But from me for now, thanks for watching.
Thanks for the video, dear Digital Foundry. My dear, so I am going to post you this video just in a moment on the chat, just in case you want to watch it yourself, because I think it's pretty well done. So here you have, my dears, the video that I mentioned. I will now launch the music in the background, and we are switching to the game. That is it, my friends. So we are going to Cyberpunk right now. I wanted to... Can you guys see the game? I don't know if you can. Can you? Oh yeah, I think you can see it now. Yeah, you can see the game right now. Great. Yes, but the thing is that we are, of course, we don't have audio, because the audio that we have is the audio from the music I'm playing. So I am right now muting that and going back to the game, and we are putting the settings on to master volume 45 as we normally do. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let me actually really quickly check if I have everything set up the way I should, because I realized this is all proper. This is all proper. What I'm running this on? Oh wow, this is like, nope. My chums, this is the one. This is the mode that we should be using, right? Shouldn't we? Let's smoke it. Woo! Ooh. Okay then, cool. Let's go for that, and my friends. Let me go video capped, FPS at 60, perfect. It went into black screen because I switched the thing. Okay. Let me go to main menu, I think, once again, and it will catch up, because the thing is, like, I have switched the to path tracing. For me, smoked. No, I mean, that's the thing. For me, everything works. But I see you guys are seeing black screen. Just a second. Let's go to main menu, and then let's try the stream to catch up with this. I think it should be totally fine. Yes. Yes.
You're watching WNS News. New details have emerged on the attempted abduction of Hanako.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it was on the side of the Twitch studio, to be honest. When I changed the settings, like, suddenly everything. How are you guys seeing it? Yeah, you are, and yeah, this is this is the path tracing version. Yep. Okay then, my friends, we are here. Sir, that's a big gun. I know. Protagonist asks, hello Paweł, please explain the ending of the game. The moment when V flies to the space, will there be a continuation in the expansion, or is it reserved for a new game? Protagonist, expansion happens during the Cyberpunk 2077, so it's not a continuation. So that's one thing. Second thing is, I will not explain the ending, my friend. The ending is your interpretation, my friend. So 4090, I presume, Paweł? No, I have 2080 Ti. 2080 Ti, my friends. Let's look at this archived conversation. There is a Mikhail, and Sasha talking. PT works on 2080. I mean, I don't know. I just turned it on and it works. So it just plays around 30 FPS, and people are saying that 30 is still low, but for me it's totally fine. I mean, I don't know. And the visual quality, it's awesome. Archived conversation between Mikhail and Sasha. You fuckwit! The fucking Scorpion man! Bitch had a badge in the car, she's a fucking cop! Or she was, ha! You think I didn't know? Already saw that contract bunch of BDs. You didn't say nothing? Fuck, how the fuck was I supposed to know Miss Blow was in for herself? That was a setup. So you're zero there? Bet you fucking ass I did the hell was I supposed to do? Shit, clean it up somehow. Burn the body or toss it quick. Chum, what sort of gunk you think I am? Yeah, I mean, you know. Where's the Paweł VO DLC? I mean, you know, seriously. Anyway, as you can see, some intense story just played out here. My dears, we gonna... Let's see how my graphic card does when I'm actually on motorcycle, and what happens with the path tracing in that case. What we are actually... Sorry, because like I'm completely lost. We didn't play last time. Oh, meet Hanaka and Embers. Who would have thought? We didn't play last time, so I actually kind of forgot what we were doing. What is this quest? I am lost right now. Okay, let's just go. Oh, that's the Prophet. That's Garrett the Prophet. Oh, I get it, right. Last time we got the chip tunes, do you remember? And there were those people from Alpha Centauri, right? Lizard people, Garrett, exactly. How can you forget? No, I had a brain lag for a moment. I was like, what is this? You know, really wanted to be a voice actor. This is his audition. Potato Lorian said, absolutely, absolutely. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, don't forget to see the dialogue, combat zone dialogue at the entrance. I don't know if I can find that dialogue. Where is the entrance, Tombs? Because like we were like here last time, and I couldn't find that entrance.
Would pretend to keep some sort of law and order. Instead, what do we got? We got the combat zone. The combat zone. Fucking micropocalypse right here.
Fair. Heard they've been finding bodies on the edge. Gouge clean out.
Oh, seriously, fuck this place.
Damn! So, what you guys wanted me to see there? Pave to Darkness asks about Crystal Palace. I am not talking about the Phantom Liberty content. There are questions that it sounds laggy. I mean, it looks laggy. I mean, because I'm on 2080 and I'm on path tracing. I mean, for me, it feels, I don't know, like it is slightly laggy, to be honest. But it's just because like my graphic card can do it. So I'm just wondering, should I like switch it? DLS is an auto, my chimps. We can go actually performance. Like I think on this one we had like a better performance in general. Yeah, exactly. Okay, switch it to Psycho. I have switched everything to Psycho already. There's nothing left. There's nothing that is not on Psycho set on my game. Volpe, if DLSS isn't helping, then it's safer to drop to normal ray tracing. Oh, it's okay, Volpin. I mean, honestly, I fucking love the path tracing. So it's just like, and besides, like, I'm not seeing the performance issues. Like, I mean, we'll see. You know, if I will have any, we can, of course, you know, drop down. But as of now, I'm like... Wait? I'm supposed to go here. Okay. Who is leading, directing gameplay team at CDPR? It's Gabe. They're doing awesome job with the previous patches and new system changes. Yeah, it's Gabe. It's Gabe who's directing the gameplay team. Gabe Amatangelo, our game director. Because like gameplay team, they are under Gabe directly. Like the narrative teams are basically my teams mostly. And I'm doing that together with Igor Sarzyński, who's our narrative PO, so narrative product owner. And basically me and Igor are... That shouldn't happen. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, it's basically me and Igor on the narrative side, and on the side of gameplay, it's Gabe who's doing that part. So yes. And I really like working with our gameplay chums. They are really it's really decent team. It's a really decent team. They're doing okay job. You know what I mean? Same as always. You know, I'm really proud. Look at that! You know how gracefully have I done it. I'm really proud of them. To be honest with you, you know I never tell them that, but I'm really proud of them. What they have achieved. Love the sound of that bike. I'm glad you do. Yeah, our audio team actually, when they are like recording, you know, everything for the game, they are like going for like the actual racetrack and using those incredible like hypersensitive mics that you can place inside the engine of the car. You can play them like inside to just like record the sounds and whatnot. So it's actually pretty insane the way they do it. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. We are here. Hostile area. That is interesting. Let's talk to Gary. Oh, that's Stealth Spell, my dears. Stealth Spell, that's Despina, our quest designer, who is right now 100% on the Polaris project, so New Witcher. Hello, Stealth Spell. Nice to have you with us.
Give us our Gary back! Alpha Centauri agents kidnapped our prophet!
What happened to Gary?
Justice for Prophet Gary!
Oasis Cyberpunk Road, hey, I'm Gary. The Spina, they fucking removed Gary. What happened to Gary?
You trying to be funny?
Where's Gary? What happened?
I warned him! Some black suits came by, blue eyes and all, looked just like he said. Then they threw him in an AV and flew him to the mothership!
Damn! They did what? Yes, that was well exactly. They took him to the mothership.
And you saw this mothership?
How could I? They sprayed this black mist, couldn't see nothing. Poor Gary, he sacrificed himself for us. Right now, I'm collecting donations for a monument in his honor to remember his courage and the crimes of Alpha Centauri. Care to spare a few eddies? In love and memory?
I mean, fucking hell.
Why not? Gary's earned his grand fucking monument. Take this, before I change my mind.
600.
I don't know what to say. Gary'd be so touched.
I've said I gave her 600 for Gary's postulament. For Gary's postulament, 600.
You trying to be funny?
Got this chip here. Mind taking a look?
Gary did say you're devoted to our cause.
Okay.
Show me. I'll tell you what I know.
Okay. Damn, I'm interested, like, what's gonna happen.
Jesus Christ, hide that quick! Nobody can know, got it?
Honey, what is
Okay.
it? What's this all about?
Gary knew this would happen! They here to bend us to their will, to make us their puppets.
Oh, calm down. Who is? The techno-necromancers?
I hope
And
so.
lo, they shall descend upon the earth unseen, the sky shrouded in darkness. That's what he said. Night's coming, the eternal night.
And so ends the epic saga of discovering secrets of paranormal beings. What's this story taught us?
Give us our Gary back.
Open-ending saga.
That lack of closure sucks.
I don't disagree, but I had something else in mind. Some people know more than others. They hear the private conversations of the world's elite. And what do they do with that knowledge? They invest all their time reinventing age-old fairy tales.
Okay. This quest has a very surprising development.
Our prophet,
Gary was taken and she's there
Let's get
instead.
out of here.
your prophet Gary. Donate now to our memorial for dear Gary.
God. My precious little cynic. Oh god, interesting, interesting. Which is funny because this quest has quite an open-ended ending. Yeah,
ready?
I saw a comment FF06 be Gary.
We demand justice
Interesting.
for prophet Gary. Donate
Lol.
now to our memorial for dear Gary.
Where is your sense of imagination? I choose to believe that we narrowly avoided war with vampires and aliens.
Don't we all? Vampires, aliens, reptilians, all captivating, romantic even. Truth, on the other hand, is brutally mundane. Its corpse pulling the strings. Twisted bastards skezzed out on their power fantasies.
Think that's what we saw? Shady corpo biz?
No doubt about it. They're the world's real bloodsuckers. Them, and always them.
Thanks, Johnny, I guess, for your deep explanation. So yeah, my friend Gary's gone.
We demand justice.
Basically, my friend Gary's gone. That's cool.
Donate now to our memorial for dear Gary.
I really like the lights here and everything. God damn it, Gary. Johnny's so true, yeah. Yaldibaldi in the shadows. Absolutely Yaldibaldi. Absolutely. Oh.
I can't. I already told you.
What is this establishment?
Exactly.
Hey, show some respect.
Actually, interesting alley. Some places in this game I just... Yeah. I mean, of course, you know, I recognize this place quite well. But I'm just... It's just like... You can find here so much stuff. Okay, Chumis. Meet Hanako and Embers. This is what we are doing. No. We gonna this time around try and go and finish the last quest before we go and meet Hanako. Right? That's the last quest to finish. That is the last quest to finish before we are going to meet Hanako. Okay? Hanako is a patient lady, exactly. She's very, very patient. Okay, well, let's go. Do you like my turn? That's the way you do it. You made Dad Victor proud? Oh yeah. We'll see. Okay, Chumi. So this is my last fucking attempt to beat that guy. I'll try my best. I don't know if I can beat him. Shit. And then, then we are going to go to Hanako and start our, ending sequence, kind of. Let's call it like this. Babsunovska says, hi YouTube, I was there. Yes. Babsunovska, absolutely. You were there. Huh. There's this one chat that actually has lines positioned in the wrong place. We'll look into it. Okay then, my tombs, we are almost there. Oh god, I am already stressing out. I'm probably going to get beaten so badly. Jesus. Will you play all endings or your favorite? I'll play on the endings, that's the idea at least. Yes. 10 FPS, Ezio says. I mean 10 FPS? No. It doesn't fucking look like 10 FPS on my side. It also doesn't look 10 FPS on stream. Nah. Is it? I'm just checking. No, it's fine. Whoa! God damn it. Sorry, chums. Well, vehicular mass murder on the stream checked. Thank you. Don't text and drive. Szaleństwo HD said. Well, yes, keep up as well. That is definitely the case. That is definitely the case. Okay, let me actually... Cops are getting cynical. Hey, there is a reason that the word laughter is a men's laughter. Men's laughter. 5 stars an Uber? Oh, thank you. Absolutely. That's what I aspire to. Okay, then, Chumis, we are almost there. What the fuck happened? I have like... Because I saw some combat and I'm like, I'm joining! I am joining! Watch out! What the heck? Ah. Such a refreshing gun. The fuck? Okay. Well.
Stay together.
Jesus Christ, I got shot. By the way, Chums, because we are playing on very hard, and on very hard they do so much damage that you like die when they look at you. So yes, Nahudan said, thank you for the death tribute. Thank you too much for the death tribute. Yes, well, I mean, that was not intentional. Glad, that was lame. That was so lame. That death was so lame, Chumis. Horrible. Horrible. Anyway, I'm gonna fix it, so, kind of. Wait. Where am I actually? I'm already.
Here, all yours.
Why so good in you? God bless.
Got no home, sick kid, and cheating wife. Need booze, money, ASAP. You are just gonna waste it anyway. Good guy, Paweł. Exactly. Exactly. Where is that GPS leading me to, though? It actually shows me. Oh. Okay. There are those nasty bitches.
How? You know how. I'm fucking serious. I got friends, man.
One bullet, 4 people died. That is an achievement.
Come on, Shakespeare.
I'm getting good in this game, don't I? Fucking times, it's about time to get good, to be honest. Well, I mean, I have to admit. Oh, hello, chums. What you are doing here, you nasty people. Okay, well, let's check the rooftops, my chums. It's more like a cannon instead of a rifle, yeah, definitely. 05 is my thing. Okay, some pistol ammo, some cash. That's nice. Some old pizza. That's definitely not my jam. Well, that's it. That seems to be it. I don't think there's much more to do here. So let's save the game and let's try to do it, my dears. Okay then, I need to, I think, go around. Don't, oh yeah, I have to just get to the entrance. So let's do that. Oh, can I already go through here? I can't. I always get lost. Paweł, do you have a cat? You mean like in real life or in the game? In game, of course. In game, I of course have a cat. My chum. Of course I do. You can just walk in the front door of the gym. That's my plan, even though I'm just checking stuff. Huh. Have I been here? I actually have been, because when I was here during the in the gym. Yeah. Okay. The fuck? Just broken thing. Anyway, yeah, let's just go to the front of the gym. Let's do it, chummies. Jim Beloved. Yes. Okay. Okay, chums. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. You know what I mean? What gear you guys wanna have during that fight? We're gonna go and celebrate David Martinez. Let's do it. Let's do this one. Oh, hey Bartek, nice that you're with us still. Okay.
V, hey, how are your spirits before the fight?
My spirits,
Honestly, I feel sick.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. You know, no one's unbeatable, even him.
He fucking one-shots me on like very hard.
Seriously, nanofiber, real skin, shock absorbers. They can knock him on the head with a meat mallet.
Appreciate the pep talk.
Hold on now, I'm not done. He's got a weakness. He had some abdominal muscle swapped out a week ago, and they haven't taken to him fully just yet.
Oh yeah?
You hit him there, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Thanks. Keep it in mind.
Okay, guys, abdominal muscles is like what? His ass, right?
Let's get it!
Okay, let's do it.
Let's start this thing.
Shit! It's like...
Fuck. Hit him in the gut! Keep your guard up, or you'll hit the deck!
Okay. Oh, fuck! That was so lame.
Close to the beach, or maybe you.
Let's try once again. Let's try once again. Jesus. Light on your feet. Keep that head moving. Be water, Paweł. Okay, okay. I think like I got it now. Fucking hell. Let's try it. Spam him? I'll try, but I'm not really sure if spamming him is his fucking solution because like he like one shots fucking kills me, right? Okay.
Let's start this thing.
Okay. Okay.
His gut! Hit him in the gut!
I'm fucking hitting him!
Keep your guard up, or you'll hit the deck!
I'm hitting him! I'm trying! Victor, fucking trying! I mean...
You think this is how it ends? That I just let you out my grip?
You'd be wise, dude. Don't think you could.
So what you guys think? Was it like nice?
Meet again tomorrow, next year. This definitely ain't the last.
See you around then. I suggest you train in the meantime.
I'm lost. That's what I'm telling you.
So, what you guys think?
What the fuck you mean backing out? All of them? You fucking
Yeah? Yeah, I know.
Big work, V.
Oh yeah?
Had a good coach in my corner.
No, I don't know what the fuck now. Ain't you the goddamn manager? It's your job.
Well, I mean, who's the champion? Who's the champion, yo? Interesting. What are those colorful things? Okay, I think we got it, didn't we? Damn. Better save the game, right? Okay. Okay. My chums. Oh, we still didn't do those two. I forgot about those quests. Okay, well, we are doing 100% of the game, so we need to keep going. We need to keep going, chummies. Keep going, chummies. Let's call Best Isis then. Find James. Yeah, because this is one of those quests that I don't know where James is. Find out what happened to Josie. I don't remember that. Okay, let's for now call Hanako got debated. Yes, absolutely.
Now that is boxing.
Oh yeah, Rhino. Thanks. Someone made like a photo of me or something when I was passing. That's nice. Hey, chums.
Yeah. It went perfect, and Razor lost. How much? Tons? A few thousand at least? What can I say? I'm a good actor.
Wait, actor. So you pulled that whole father story out of your ass?
Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Gotta go.
Could have figured.
So the story was literally out of their ass. Oh well. Not surprised though. Can we romance Rhino? Jesus Christ. Okay. Grand opening. Welcome to the Grand Imperial Mall. Can we kill the kid? Oh, Jesus Christ. In celebration of the Grand Imperial Mall's grand opening, we're offering 30% of everything in-house. Today only. Use code WELCOME30GYM to claim your savings now. Hundreds of offers of thousands of products. Can't decide what to buy? Talk with one of our expert salary advisors or sale advisors. Can't carry another bag more? Catch a movie at the cinema. Feeling worn out? Don't leave just yet. Napping pods are available on demand. And don't forget, every purchase you make enters your name into a lottery for free tickets to the Ferris wheel and roller coaster. You want to miss the best view Night City skyline in town. Okay, I guess that's the case. Chummies, we are gonna make a phone call. Yes? Okay, save the game. Game saved. Let's call Nancy. Or Best Isis. Oh, she's under Nancy. Okay.
Hello? Oh, hey, V.
No, hey,
You
Nancy.
calling about something or just wanted to catch up?
The former. Found your job posting about Swedenborg Riviera on the net.
Oh, that. Wow. I completely forgot about that whole thing.
So, is it still
I
going?
love this quest.
I mean,
Jabrowski
I
nailed it.
scroll a
Crucified
segment about it, so if you can find anything at all on Swedenborg, I'll pay you back in black caviar and champagne. But I doubt you'll find anything new.
Oh yeah, killing in the name is your favorite quest? Wow, that's actually really cool. This was designed by Moritz Lair, done and implemented. That's the guy that did, like, for instance, the Delamain quest.
What have you managed to dig up so far?
Short story? Fuck all.
And the long story?
Well, it looks like Swedenborg Riviera isn't just a radical philosopher and economist, but a damn good netrunner too.
All trades. Could you tell me more?
I could, but it'd be a waste of your time. I'm telling you, the guy's a ghost.
Interesting. Do I remember well Nancy having Mog's jacket? Is she related to Mox's? Does anyone know? No, she's not related to Mox's. She's a former member of a samurai band, right? And she's a media. Can't hurt to try.
Can't hurt to try, right?
Well, aren't you just bursting with a can-do attitude? Have it your way, then. I started looking into all this about a year ago, right after one of Swedenborg's followers lobbed a Molotov into the Helvetia branch. Tried finding some way to reach the guy, came up blank. Total brick wall. Hired a private eye, also came up with squat.
And the IP linked to the account? He would have used cloaking daemons, but there's always a
interesting
mark, a trace.
Well, I didn't know I was dealing with such a pro here. Guess what? I tried that. I managed to pinpoint the SIG to Santo Domingo, but linking it to any specific address was a non-starter. District's jam-packed with units, as I'm sure you know. Asked some locals if anyone saw or heard anything.
That's a long call, by the way.
Zilch. Nada. Dried up all my leads.
Damn!
Listen, send me the coordinates of the last data term that relayed the signal, okay? I'll take a look. Worst case, I'll lose an hour of my life. Best case, well, who knows?
Hey, if you're offering, why not? But seriously, V, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Happy hunting.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm actually curious. You know, go to Nancy's coordinates. Okay, Chumis, we are gonna do that in a second. I just need to check really quickly something, and I'm with you with my thoughts in my mind as well. Really quickly. Okay, I got this. Cool. So, my dears, I already saw some comments on the some questions in the chat, so I'm gonna jump to them first. But we're gonna move to the coordinates in a second. One question: given the name of the quests in the game, all the song names will be the same in the expansion? The answer is yes. We are keeping up the same sort of design philosophy when it comes to that, because like my intention is to make sure that the expansion and the base game, they feel like one whole as much as they can. And for you, when you play the whole thing from beginning till the end, it will kind of feel like it was always a part of it, sort of how we did it with Hearts of Stone with The Witcher 3, you know? So that is the answer, my chumi. Darth Malik asked, there was an article I was reading about character creation in Red Engine 3, Balash, Torok, Krzysztof Krzysztin, are they still in CDPR? Balash was cooperating with us for some time, but he is right now doing his own thing. I think he has set up his own studio, and that has happened like years ago. That's been years already, my friend. Like, I think it's been 5 years, or yeah, I think it's been 5 years now. If I'm not wrong, my friend. So that is in regards of this topic. When it comes to Krzysiek Krzysztin, I think he has left the studio half a year after the release of Cyberpunk, if I'm not mistaken. So both of them are not with the studio anymore. You know, those, but that's been quite some time when they left already, to be frank, my friend. You know, guys, I'm actually feeling like buying the vehicle. We have like 147,000. Do you guys feeling like buying anything? Wow, there's so much fucking things. Okay, Galina. There's Quartz. That's Kusanagi. Okay, that's Jefferson. That's Valor. That's Columbus. No, that's Kobe. Okay, maybe Shion. I mean, don't I have Shion already? Turbo. Oh, the 740. I bought it all. Bridge to Clarity said. How do you guys like Superon, by the way? The Shion is a lot of fun. Hard to control, though. Are you familiar with the world of Shadowrun? And if so, what do you think of it? I'm just mildly familiar, to be honest. And I mean, I like it. I bought the Shadowrun games on the GOG, but I didn't have time to play it. You know, it's an interesting concept, right? Because it's like a cyberpunk but fantasy world. And I think was in Shadowrun some kind of like a post-apo catastrophe as well, but I don't know, like, as I said, I don't know that much about the whole, about the Shadowrun lore. It looks interesting to me. Like, if I would have more time, I'd definitely invest in that. I like this one, this 640. This looks cool, guys. Would you like this? Machina, okay, that's not. Oh, or we go Bandit. Oh, or we go Bandit, because that's one of the DLC cars, actually. Right? I think so. Oh, that's Erendite, that's Apollo, that's Avenger, that's Caliburn. Okay, let's go Bandit. What'd you guys think? Yeah, let's go Bandit. Okay, I wanna go buy Bandit before we just continue. Let me actually summon whatever I had. Okay, that's cool. Let's go. This motorcycle's like hovercraft sometimes. Okay, let me just go and buy it, and then we're gonna take our Bandit for a trip. Give me Dacia Loga. Oh god. Shit. I'm driving over those poor homeless people here. Yeah, Bandit's great, but because Bandit is like that was a free DLC card from what I remember. I think we added in 1.3. I think this is when Bandit. This is from where the Bandit comes from. So I'm gonna grab this one. Our vehicle artists are actually so insane. I'm actually so hyped about all the new cars and stuff that we have done for Phantom Liberty, but also like I'm really hyped for the Orion because of that. You know, like I wasn't ever like, it's actually so funny because like I haven't been ever like a very much like a cars guy. But then, you know, after Cyberpunk, after working on Cyberpunk, I actually started paying so much more attention to cars. And then, you know, when we were with Sapphire in Miami on the last Christmas, we saw. I discovered a new feature in the game that I haven't been actually fully aware of, but you can like park your car here.
Mercy.
That's okay, Jude. That's okay, dude. I mean, I'm just taking my motorcycle. Oh, that's not good. I thought I can actually, you know, drive it over and so on. But unfortunately, it didn't want to stay with me. So, V-Garrigan, nice to have you with us. Light Handler Road, welcome to Cyberpunk 2077. Well, I mean, considering I've been making this game from very first day, I would say I've been there a few times. But that was actually quite interesting. So anyway, and then when we were with Sapphire on Miami, we saw so many incredible cars there. Guys, like fucking Miami is so insane when it comes to cars and so on. So I actually, after my work on Cyberpunk, I actually started paying so much more attention to cars in general. You know, and because of that, I'm actually quite hyped about the vehicles in Phantom Liberty, but even more so about the vehicles in the Orion. So next Cyberpunk game. But not the cars in the front of you. Well, yes, I'm not excited about cars in the front of me, that's for sure, yes. Wow, this Bandit is in somewhere in Badlands. I had to pick the car that is on another side of the street. Oh, Coach Fred! Coach, what up? Wow! He fucking loves texting. Oh, there was just one sentence he said. Okay. Fuck me, what a show. You're a legend, V. Thanks. Okay, thanks, Coach. I guess. What an incredible incentive. I'm glad, my friend, you liked it. Rocky Ridge. Okay. Volpin wrote, same. Working on Cyberpunk indirectly made me and my girlfriend become Formula 1 enjoyers. Ha! Yeah. Exactly. I can totally understand that. Okay. So it's somewhere here by Dakota. Well, it actually kind of makes sense. Okay. Let's get it. Interesting price, by the way. 69,000. That's actually a pretty fucking expensive car. So do you guys like it? I quite like it. That is actually pretty awesome. Wow, that car. That car's pretty awesome. Let's do it. Let's get it. Archer Bandit. Quartz Bandit. Damn. High octane. I love, like, look at the interior of this car. I am seriously never getting tired of this game. Like, it just has so much stuff. And, you know, like, the way how the UI starts, you know, of this car, like, starting up and stuff. Love it, you know? Okay, let's go side jobs, killing in the name, and let's go to Nancy's coordinates. Okay, time to get on the Swedenborg Riviera. Okay. Shit, I don't want to drive over anyone. That GPS is not handling where this Badlands, by the way. Okay. Nice. Shit. Okay, let's go. Suffer as I suffer. Wait, what did you say? Spending 90% of all Euro dollars and during the playthroughs on cars. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I mean, the cars and apartments, right, are like obvious choices to spend money on. Holy shit nuts, right, dude? Yeah, I just bought that. I just bought that Bandit. Love this car, actually. Such a unique fucking car. That was such a cool, like, free DLC thing, I think. Nice. Okay, well, let's go Chumis. Oops. That is some interesting driveway. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited about Phantom Liberty. And you guys can't imagine. But I'm also slowly, like, in my mind getting excited of Orion, you know? If you guys stay with me, being like, you know, if you keep coming to my streams and, you know, keep seeing what I tweet about, you know, you will see that, you know, after Phantom Liberty, you know, after everything regarding Cyberpunk 2077 is done, I will slowly start, you know, talking about Orion. Then, you know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, I think. Yeah. Oh, shit. Why did I have to do it just by the place I was supposed to? Oh, that is such a cool place, by the way. Damn! I haven't been here. I haven't been here on the stream, I mean. I haven't been here on the stream before. Volpin said, after achieving Platinum Trophy as a gameplay QA was fun, oh heck, because I did double duty on this, I've made my Platinum Trophy by finding exploits I've reported as soon as I managed to do it. Yeah, of course. Oh, fuck off, drone. Fuck off, drone. Just let me live. I haven't been on the street on this stream, actually. This is really cool. Jesus Christ. Police, let me live. I didn't do anything to that person. Okay. Okay, it starts to go away. I'm just hiding here. Nobody's on my ass. Yeah, just let me live. Will there be a strong collaboration with Pointsmith for Orion or now when you work from America? I mean, you know, like, I do hope that with Mike it will stay at least the way it was on Cyberpunk and Phantom Liberty, so that Mike will be a consultant, you know, on everything we're doing. I hope so, like, because, like, I believe, like, Mike is normally in Seattle. Like, why this fucking star is not disappearing? Come on. Let me live. So I hope that, you know, like, the trips between Boston and Seattle will be, like, more common. And it will be actually easier to, meet and discuss things in person. But, you know, we still have, like, calls and stuff, so we can always talk in case of need. Okay, chums. Let's do that quest. Let's do that quest. Those are some really nice locations, by the way, here. Wow, I really love this surroundings here. This is so cool. This is so cool, my dears. This is so cool, my dears.
Why this obsession with Sweden, fuck? Hoping once you find him, he'll spill the meaning of life? Here, I'll save you the trouble. Life makes no sense.
Now, with you in my head, agreed. Now, how about some quiet time? Can't think.
You stopped thinking long before I got here. But sure, blame it all on the guy in your head.
Wait. Shh. I need to look around.
Okay. I mean, Johnny's actually so funny in this quest. There's a question: what are the first days of work in project like? What it will be during the first day of work on Cyberpunk? Was it like on The Witcher? I mean, the first days are always just early conceptualization, my friend. You just like look around as a player, as a person, and you're like searching for things that are, you know, the most exciting for you, but also like have the most potential. You know, you're trying to like always look back at the previous projects, you know, you had, what went well, what didn't, you know, what maybe players, expectations players had, and so on, what expectations you have managed to met, and what expectations you didn't meet, you know, all of those things you actually need to take into account. So, you know, that is always, you know, how it feels, actually, when you're, like, on the new project. And that wasn't The Witcher, that was on Cyberpunk, like, you know, I bought a lot of books for Witcher and have been reading them and so on, and now I'm in Cyberpunk. I'm in the same process. I already have like a whole library prepared, you know, for myself to read, to figure out, you know, what is that I want to go over and refresh, you know. And some people actually keep watching movies, you know, to refresh, you know, their library of references. I prefer to go into books and actual source material. So this is what I'm doing. Can I scan this? Or is it just showing me to go there? Oh, interesting. Can I do anything with view? Fuse box controls the flow of electricity to nearby devices.
Coming from upstairs.
Oh shit, my chums, that is actually my food that arrived way before. That is unexpected. My dear, so I think we are gonna wrap the stream for today. I'm gonna save it because we are anyway 7 minutes before the time. I think we're gonna wrap the stream. Just give me a second. I need to run and grab the food, basically, that arrived for me. I didn't expect the food to be here so early. So, my dears, thank you. Yes, you can hear the guy ringing. So, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. I need to wrap up slightly earlier than I had, 7 minutes before time. We need to going to see each other in 1 week from now. Thank you so much to all the Reds and moderators. I wanted to mention, of course, Cogito and Sapphire, but also our dear Reds, Bartek Pirko, our level designer, Spell, our quest designer, and Volpin, our QA, gameplay QA. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next week. I'm going for my food. Bye-bye.